Live on Instagram and now YouTube. We need somebody to go live from the Revamp Facebook, and that'll be it.
I don't have access to those things.
You don't have it? No? Okay, hold on. Oh, LeBron, shout out LeBron. I see you, little bro. Okay.
Hey.
You said what?
Hey, why I was trying to buy one of these?
It's right here. It's over here. No, a little one. It was a little one too, man.
I gotta figure out where to put it. You ain't speaking, sir?
I know. Is this the one you talking about? Here, look at America.
Don't repost. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Is this the one you looking for, bro?
I want to put yellow bear.
You know, whatever's good. You knock the down the table. You represent that. This nigga, bro. Take it easy, bro.
You need to have a nice room. Gather everybody for an individual.
Oh, what about that?
What do you want to do? I've been talking to shit about all this.
They do.
And I've been telling you what.
Is it growing up?
I thought about getting them. That was me that worked on they said you wanted to do table mics. If we do table mics, then all gotta be the same mics and we need it.
Everybody's my cousin Finesse. This is my cousin, bro. I bring niggas. Hey, bro, I love you, bro. What's going on? This what me and niggas be like.
You know what's going on with this nigga right there.
What's going on?
I got it.
Trying to take it off.
Nigga, we been in jail together. Don't act like that. We are friends. You gonna act like you know me. We supposed to niggas. Oh, well. Hey. You know, we don't break we're good. We used to read it together, nigga. 4 days together, nigga. What's up, bro? Oh my God. I figure out why you couldn't leave us no more. What's going on, man? I see my boy,
I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you exactly why. You didn't do nothing.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
It ain't.
I see why you mad.
Don't let him do me like that.
Post that.
The first episode.
If you want, we can post that.
Nah, yo.
Where the fuck?
I said you know him.
This little ass
Let's throw somebody see this.
Yeah.
It's your thing?
No.
sacrifice wasn't in backwoods.
I'm sitting here.
Who's
This is for the host, though. This is for the host of the show right here.
Y'all got to do the movie. She got to do that over here. She can do it.
You said what?
Real about to shit right here.
Oh, y'all about to shoot right now?
It's yours right here?
That's Devin shit. That's
Nah.
What happened to the hat that was over there?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
All right.
It's a whole setup, bro. It's like that for a reason.
My butt sounds fine.
Revamp group chat. No special guest. No guest. Only revamp niggas. Only revamp cast was supposed to be. Only revamp cast was supposed to be here. That's all back. I said, hey, yo, no, real quick though. Hey, real quick, yo. And then on, we can have all the guests we want.
When y'all said the change was coming out my mind, I'm sorry. I'm the only one person. When they said the change was coming, I bought mine. Okay, so here we go.
Hey, real quick though, because I know everybody up in this room ain't really used to how we get down with the whole little podcast shit, but we cannot have no background conversations. Feel me? We cannot do that, especially while we filming, because viewers have to be able to hear what the folks is talking about. That's just something we dealt with in the past. We cannot do that. But right on.
And if you go all punch your Instagrams right now.
Thank you. Please post that you are at the Revamp TV in Cali May Studios. Thank you. I already shared y'all. Oh, I know. Because my guests be on point. You do it.
Shout out Cali May Studios.
I got the whole little oh, fuck.
I don't got enough right now, though. Do you have baby wipes in your hair? I want to take the oil. Me too. It's like my eyes. It's too much.
We get that music queued up because we are live actually right now. We are already live on YouTube and we are already live on Instagram.
Yeah.
We just gotta get ready to get this shit on the road then.
So should I go live on Instagram or Facebook?
Probably Instagram.
All right. We got
Everybody came hella swagged out though. That's crazy. Except for me, I feel on this. That's crazy. It's like y'all niggas had a whole group chat meeting. It's like we just gonna get fresh as fuck and just fuck sin until Sunday.
I just feel like I'm always best dressed, so that just happens. It just happens like that.
It's just like, you know, I like this. And remember, we can't look at that. We looking at that. Remember, we gotta keep our eyes on the camera. That's the camera right there. We are not focusing on the screen. We're focusing on the camera. Is this the intro right here?
It's live. That's live.
This.
Okay, we doing it. Okay.
We doing it. We're doing it.
Okay. I just have to make sure.
Oh shit. Where we at though? Where we at? Shit, fuck it. I'm gonna start off right now. I'm gonna get the show started. Welcome to A&R Hampton Revamp, the Revamp Podcast, and we are over here at Cali May Studios. We got merchandise over here. You know what I'm saying? If you are a creator or you are a vendor or whatnot, you try to get your shit up in the store. The show contact Revamp or Cali May, and we go ahead and work out them details. You feel me? If you're looking for studio time, if you're an artist, you're a creator, you're looking for studio time, you're trying to get booked. You feel me? Holla at my nigga either Devin or holla at my nigga AP for the package deals, for the membership, for the prices, and for the booking of the studio time. You feel me? And with that being said, welcome to motherfucking Revamp TV, the Revamp Podcast, and we're gonna get this shit going as soon as my nigga cue up the topics. You feel me? And matter of fact, let me introduce myself. My name is Sincere Roy. I'm the super villain. I'm Lonnie, nigga, the illusion killer. Right next to me, I'm gonna let my people introduce themselves. You feel me?
Man, you know what time it is, man. Who the fuck it is, man? It's the one and only new name, CEO Louie in the motherfucking building, man. Hello, world. How y'all doing, man? Y'all know what time it is. Go ahead and go get that. Louie B, my mama's son on all digital platforms. The Royal Practice is in effect, y'all. Hello, world. How y'all doing? Oh, no, hold on.
Pull it out. I was about to pull it out. Pause.
You know what it is, man. You know, it ain't changed up nothing, man. We still blue strip Louis too, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, world. Yeah, we still here, man. Yeah, we ain't playing around this thing, man. We still here doing the thing, man. Hey, yeah, world. Rain left the stamp, man. Rain lost the stamp. Well, we got it in the process.
All right.
All right.
You done, Louis?
Oh, and we got Louis' wife in the building. Hello, babe, in the building in the back.
Babe in the back.
Louis' wife.
All right. So I'm going to start off by saying justice for Jan, as usual. This is Action Royale. I am the host of her show about nothing and the David Ruffin of the Revamp.
Where's Maurice?
Eric.
Come on.
I'm talking about the last genuine nigga left. You know, you gotta get outside the box. They try to put you in the box. You know, remain your genuine self. Don't let nothing stop you because they're gonna always try to stop you. When they try to stop you, you gotta keep going. You know it don't stop. It won't stop. It can't stop. But you can suck it easy though.
But you can suck it the fuck easy though. And one last person.
Hey, y'all see me?
Yeah.
Y'all see me?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. This AP, you know, all my niggas gonna eat. Make sure this Thanksgiving season, all your niggas eat.
Right. Oh, and I might as well throw that out there too. Thank you for reminding me. This Thanksgiving, if you are feeling giving, if you are feeling generous, we are having a Thanksgiving dinner giveaway. At minimum, at least 20 plates. Don't get it too confused. We ain't doing no massive operation, but we are trying to give away, give back to the community and those in need. So if you are interested in helping with food donations, or if you are a cook and you want to bring plates, please also hit that DM and let a nigga know. Or you can email us at revampheadquarters@gmail.com. Feel me? So, yeah. And with that being said, I love the support we got up in here. We got hella heads up in this motherfucker.
Everybody want to introduce themselves?
It's like when we got them A Money shirts, so they just dropped.
Tap in, everybody. Who else in the building?
The man with the locks, finesse the fine.
In the building.
Like Batman and stuff.
So,
Nobody know? Y'all know y'all
can
name?
talk
Well,
now. I can talk now. Issues. No.
So this episode we gonna be discussing a little bit later on, but the main thing we focusing on today is vaccines and the God gene. What is the God gene? Do you have it? How do you know what it is? And how does vaccines affect that shit? So we're gonna get into that a little bit later, but we're gonna open up with a couple little icebreakers, a little bit, you know, some small talk for a second. What's the first topic? Man.
First topic, name an exception to put your pride to the side.
Whose topic is that?
C.
So you pick who go first.
The one and only C, man. You know, there are times where you be determined and judged as a man, you know, and when you're judged as a man or, you know, strong adult person, you know, depending on how you take this topic, when is it the time to swallow it and put it to the side? You know?
oh, shit.
I want to hear it.
Oh.
First person I want to hear from is Uncle Lonnie. Start us off right.
All right. I think the only exception, the first thing that comes in my head is when you know you're wrong, you gotta put your pride to the side. When you know you're wrong, when you know you're in the wrong, put your pride to the side. When you know you don't know, put your pride to the side. When you know somebody know more than you, put your pride to the side. Learn something, you feel me? Or if you're wrong, right that wrong. Yeah, always humble yourself and be willing to admit when you're wrong and be willing to learn. Those are the only two things I can think of right now.
I like that answer. That was a good answer right there. I like that. That was pretty sick. Hey, P, what you think? What's a good time to put your pride to the side? Inquiring minds want to know.
When you talking to your parents,
Okay.
put that shit all the way in the fucking back seat.
It all depends, though.
Nah. That don't depend. That don't depend.
Let me
No.
finish. Let me finish.
Thou must respect thine elders. That's it.
Somebody outside.
Yeah, that's what. Who the fuck is that?
The upstairs.
Sure.
That's what it is. Upstairs. And that's in this building.
Louis, let's hear it.
Man, when you gotta swallow pride. Everyday life, man, if you're a black man. But if you're gonna try to if you're trying to be in this corporate life, if you are in the corporate life right now, you're gonna have to swallow your pride, man. And I know it sucks, but it's a lot of different nationalities that outnumber you in different high places. And I know they tend to strike some nerves. And trust me, they will strike them.
They will strike them.
I'll give an example. Earlier this week, because it's been a horrible week, I'm not going to say his name. I gave out PTO, right, at 10/29. So what that means is I gave it at October 29th. We have an incentive. If you don't miss any days, they give you 16 hours of extra, right, on your paycheck. So he refuses it. Comes to me and be like, "Hey, bro, my fault. I had to edit it because you had put Sunday on there," which is a lie. So I'm like, "All right, reapprove it." So I let a week go by. He doesn't reapprove it. So now me, knowing how the game goes, when people are trying to get you out your position, this is how they play you. So what you have to do is always CYA, is cover your ass. So what I did is, make a long story short, is I made him CC the HR and CC me the email of you editing the PTO. Because if he didn't grant it, then I would have been fired if I would have took those days off. Y'all get it? So the second one was I had brought some wings and they dropped my lunch. And it was a Mexican guy. And he dropped my lunch. And he felt like, and his excuse was, it was in my way. And he was supposed to be a Norte. So where I'm at is hella like, Mexicans, Nortes, and all these whatever. So I asked bro, I was like, bro, what you mean you dropped my lunch? And I mean, where my cheese at? He like, nigga, I ain't about to pay you shit. I'm like, oh, we at work. I'm like, okay, that's how we playing. I was like, bro, you gotta use the bathroom? He's like, what? I was like, bro, you gotta use the bathroom real quick, bro. I was like, bro, you gotta use the bathroom? He's like, what? I was like, bro, you gotta use the bathroom real quick, bro. You gotta use the bathroom real quick. Holla at me in the bathroom real quick, bro. He like, what? For what? I mean, holla at me in the bathroom real quick, bro. Hey, holla at me in the bathroom real quick, bro.
How you tell a nigga to go to the bathroom, though? Nigga, you gotta go to the bathroom.
I mean, look, I'm trying to do y'all some games in a corporate area.
So you can fight them in a corporate building?
No, you have to know how to use your words, right? So you got hella people listening. I'm first of all, I'm the most. Just know if y'all know my energy, I'm the biggest one at that place. So everybody
would just tell us where the pride comes in, because we just.
So the pride is. You already.
The pride came in.
Right,
It was
right
the
here.
video.
This is the second story, by the way.
Oh, I told you the pride. I'm finishing the pride part. So the pride part right here when I act. So boom. So now you got everybody looking at me. Now I look like a big angry black guy, right?
Oh, no.
So in the corporate area, how do you diffuse that?
So like, how do
Swallow your pride,
you?
nigga.
You gotta swallow your pride and go to the goddamn supervisor.
Right.
So how do you CYA? You gotta have paperwork. Fuck what everybody's talking about. Have paperwork on
Paperwork, I hear you.
We want to go next.
All right, next person I want to go is action, of course.
Action.
When's the time to put your pride to the side?
I think people should put their pride aside anytime it's not me. Okay? I'm not putting my pride to the side. Not as planned. The times where I feel like I have to put my pride to the side is when I'm dealing with my children. A lot of times, you might be right? Because you're an adult, you've been through it or whatever. But then there's also times where they are right, or you can see where their point of view and their age range and how they process things. Like, I get where you're coming from, instead of just always trying to push that I'm right. And then at work, trying to do business, trying to also understand somebody that doesn't see things the way that you do. You got to put your pride to the side.
Nah, let's hear it. When you put your pride to the side.
Being that I know a very prideful person. I feel like you should put your pride to the side. Who said when you're wrong? When you're wrong, you should also put your pride to the side when you realize that what you're about to lose is something that really matters to you. So I'll give an example. Following behind my good friend over there. So my husband, very prideful. He will not apologize. Oh, I'm telling all business, ma'am. He will not apologize. He will not humble himself. He will not do anything. Therefore, he has lost his wife and children and will not get them back. So, I told him about a year ago, around this time last year, you fucking around, you're going to lose your wife and your kids. And you will not stop fucking bitches. And you will not stop yelling on the Facebook. And my nigga's probably somewhere by himself playing Xbox. Shout out to my guy. And yeah, so when it's something that's high stakes shit that pertains to real life, shit that will affect your fucking life, shit that will affect your family, shit that will affect your children, your livelihood, and everything that you work for. That is when you put your pride to the side. At least I didn't say your name, sir.
That's a kill. I ain't gonna front though. Like, don't underestimate a long time playing video games. That shit.
No, because it was like I stayed with you.
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm not talking about you.
No,
I'm just.
yeah, but
Finesse the fox. Finesse the fox. Finesse the fox. When do you put your pride to the side? Finesse the fox.
I know, right? I don't, right? Nah, shoot, man, I try to, that's a tricky question because I'm still thinking, like, what is pride? But I feel like I damn near try to build my pride up and then push it down all the time. You know, like, you build your pride because, like, you've been working on stuff or you've been putting in the work, so you're more proud. But then I got to just get to myself, like, if I'm putting in all the work and then I got to be like, okay, then look and be like, nigga, you ain't did nothing, you know? And then bring it all the way back down, you know? So build myself up. But then most of the time I damn near think your pride when dealing with people, your pride should be to the side at all times. At all times when you're dealing with people. Within yourself, you work on that. But when you're dealing with everybody else, you should try to be humble as possible. That's going to get you farther. And that's going to keep you growing because essentially if you're not humble, if you're too prideful, your mind closed. So you're not keeping game no more. Feel me? You're not taking that feedback. Because if something going on, like she said, right, you getting that feedback like, nigga, you fucking up. But if you too prideful, you're not trying to take the feedback. Feel me? So as soon as that pride come up, that mind closed. So you got to keep it down so you can keep your mind open and be like, oh, damn, you know what? That's just some feedback from the world telling me I'm not on my game like I thought I am, or it's some more stuff I got to work on. So I think all the time.
If we go around the whole room, though, we're going to spend like 30 minutes on one topic. So,
we moving on?
Yeah. What's the next one?
Next one.
Unless somebody really got something to say. Let's move on.
Moving on to then.
What's the next topic, AP?
When it's going against your beliefs, okay.
Ooh, that's a C topic?
Again.
Oh, so you can go first.
Get your beliefs.
I ain't see he ain't that deep.
This thing.
What?
See, pick who go first.
I want to start with slap on her now.
Damn.
He said, what?
I mean, slap 2X.
It's kind of shorter.
You used to go through your belief, like when they come to like probably, I don't know, probably like defending your mom or something like. You know you're not supposed to do wrong towards your parents, but I slap the fuck out of my pops with my mama. Like, that's your belief. Like, you know you're not supposed to do nothing to old people. Let somebody get at my mama in line. You won't be on that old lady ass. So I guess when it comes to your respected whatever, elders, whatever.
Nikolai, when is going against your beliefs okay?
I mean, it goes back to the first topic, pride. You know what I'm saying? It's all connected. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about your pride, what you believe in. You feel me? respect, trust, all that. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the same list, the same family. But it all depends on the situation it is too. That what you gonna go against. It could be a life or death situation. You feel me? But I ain't got too much to say. It's all podcast. So I'm just gonna chill out and be high and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. When it's going to get your beliefs okay.
You was already
Shit. It depends. Like Mike Scipio said,
You feel me?
go back to pride. And it's like you try to me personally, I try to do things and walk amongst life like I shouldn't have to. You get what I'm saying? I live like I shouldn't have to put that aside because I'm doing the right thing I need to do. You get what I'm saying? In a sense. So why put your beliefs to the side when you living by your beliefs? You get what I'm saying? Halfway. Yeah. Why put your pride to the side when you're doing everything you can to be prideful?
Did you guess those when you talking about your girl?
I don't know what you're talking
Oh, good.
Who next, see?
Smack it up.
He just left for the cliffhanger.
All right, so
Lloyd, when is going against your beliefs okay? When is going against your beliefs okay?
I don't think going against your beliefs is ever okay. Now you can put your pride to the side, but your belief, you should never ever go against your beliefs. Period.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to answer this one. I think the only time you can go against your beliefs is when the evidence contradicts the idea. So when the evidence contradicts the idea, it's time to that's how growth happens. Like that's how you grow, because you can't be right all the time. Nobody's always right. Nobody's beliefs is 100% unflawed.
Nigga.
So we all got something to learn from. So when the evidence is stacked up against your face and you still believe in what you believe in, what is that called? Like that's insanity. So when the evidence is there, like if somebody tell me, bro, if I'm believing the sky is green or some shit and somebody's got the evidence right there and I'm still thinking that, then what does that make me? You know what I'm saying?
You're a fool.
Exactly. So that's the way I would answer
Not
the question.
necessarily, because what is evidence?
Oh, that's a deep one.
Something that you can see from your face, or are you talking about something that you're getting from a book?
Either or. When evidence is the proof, evidence is the proof of a opinion or statement or a theory.
Okay,
Evidence is the proof.
So for the evidence of a Bible believer, right, on the thesis of a Bible theory, he's believing on faith from what that teaching is given, right?
Right.
Now, from a how you call them, elect, not somebody who thinks, a smart person, the intellect, right? So intellect, they believe from scientists, right, from a book, and they believe it on faith. So,
give me an example of an intellect's faith.
all these theories like gravity are theories, right?
Gravity don't exist, is what you saying?
Gravity is a theory, bro.
I'm saying, you saying that it don't exist?
It does not, bro. Gravity is a theory. What does it make sense?
We're gonna be on this all day.
It's not.
The force of gravity might exist, but how it operates and stuff is all theory. We don't know how it works.
Exactly. How do you explain it?
We're gonna move on.
But
How do you explain? I just want to help everybody just get a thought in hand. How do you explain a plane who has how much gallon of gas? Anybody want to know? You guys can look it up.
We're gonna move on.
They have more than 40-something thousand pounds of gas.
Let's move on.
So in the air, right? So let's think about that. That doesn't make any sense.
right.
What the
So we gonna move on. We gonna move on now. We thought
We go to the next person to answer or the next topic.
Did you ask already? No.
it's on action. It's
So
on
we also
action.
didn't get some of the extra people that won't probably want to answer.
I mean, really, it was on scene today.
Next
My
time.
nigga.
Fuck, bro. What's up, bro?
up with that? Damn. Go down. Bro, my breath in here. God damn. God damn. Oh shit. It's on action. No, yo, hey, everybody chill. It's on action. Huh?
I'm answering.
Yeah, it's on you.
You crazy if you think it was because
I guess.
Bro, I unite my niggas, bro.
You do.
Yeah.
What, you want to pick somebody?
We're moving on to the next topic.
No, Action gets to answer.
I mean,
So we gotta cut the background shot real quick so Action can answer the question.
We're gonna dig deeper and deeper into this, bro. So we're gonna just move on.
All right, fuck. That's okay. You gonna cut her off? No answer. You gonna cut her off? No, what she can answer, bro?
It's always me. All right, what's the next topic?
Let's be careful.
not a podcast right here.
Second Jan.
Now you is standing up.
Maybe.
Hey, if you go to the next topic, bro.
Thank you.
Second Jan offense. I just gotta let you know that.
What's worse, racism or pedophilia?
Pedophilia.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pedophilia.
I'm asking get on everybody to yell it again. I like that. What's worse, racism or pedophilia?
Racism.
Okay.
Of course you gonna do that.
No, we got so much to talk about, cousin. We got so much to talk about.
I don't know what to talk about.
It's good, bro.
What?
We're gonna break down into everything, bro. Relax, bro.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Chill.
All right, what's the next topic?
So what's the point of this topic? What's the point of this topic?
I wanted to dig more into who y'all vote on there.
I vote for Kanye.
The only thing is we wasn't trying to go
I
into
vote for Easy.
I ain't vote for
I voted for Kanye.
Me too.
I voted for Easy.
Yeezy 2020.
I want to say, hold on, before we continue on with the rest of this podcast, I want to say I am ashamed of every black person who did not vote for Kanye.
All right. You feel me? And at the end of the day, they can't just
Y'all really
offer.
want to get into the Ponzi scheme?
No, but they can't just offer two options when there's a third, fourth, fifth. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. You know, there's no option. They can say, cut your leg off, cut your hand off, or you can go back. You know, we can go back. Don't say, oh, we can only
Did
go
not vote for
back.
Kanye. I'm ashamed of each and every one.
What happened?
Vote for Easy next.
Who can tell me one of his policies that made you vote for Biden? If you voted for Biden?
They can't.
Who can tell me one policy that made you vote for Biden if you voted for Biden?
He ain't had no policy.
Nothing.
He had policies, but nobody knew him.
Nobody knew. Because all that nigga wanted to talk about was what
But then
Trump
they'll tell you if you say Easy or
Why
Trump.
niggas don't talk about how your vote don't really matter though?
But that shit does.
Why niggas don't talk about
Who you
Like,
vote
no, wait.
Why you not running for Congress? Y'all worried about us.
It's very misleading to say that your vote doesn't count when it's only for that part. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to the local shit, we complain about why there's traffic stops on other shit because someone went and voted for it. Like, come on.
I'm still smoking.
So again, so what I just said went because I just said the presidential election, yes, it does not matter. But when it comes to the local shit, yes, it does. So when we're complaining about why schools are closed, when we're complaining about why certain money wasn't allocated to certain things,
This one not working.
so like that's crazy.
Is there anything else you want to elaborate on with this?
Let's move on to the next topic, bro. I like the pace right on that. I like the pace.
That was a seed topic. Okay, what's topic number 4, bro?
I like the pace you on that, bro.
Okay, this is an action topic.
Look,
Black celebrities refuse to truly support black businesses not co-signed by white backers.
How you know this that long?
Okay, man, you want to go with your topic?
His nigga.
We are talking about Mr. Fab. Y'all talking about Mr. Fab up here or what, man?
he might be talking. I don't know.
Hey, yo. While we doing the podcast, let me explain that. People out there because they can't hear us.
All right.
All right.
So my topic is basically that a lot of the black celebrities they talk about, you know, support black business or whatever, right? They might even shout out a few, but there's no rigorous support. There's no rigorous push to keep it, you know, bring it out like, okay, this person makes my socks or something. This person is my favorite birthday cake baker. You know what I'm saying? Just support it the way you do Gucci. Like on every song you talking about that, but you can't talk about the person that made your favorite shirt or your kid's crib or something like that. And there's hella black businesses that's available. So it's just kind of like, I don't feel like they support them as they do other.
No, that's because they don't see them because we don't even support our own partners.
Yeah, I think that's
Exactly.
I think
Thank you.
that's a y'all side right now.
As a business owner, I feel like as a black business owner, I feel like we are held at a higher standard than the Gucci's and shit. Like how we just get our shoot today.
Right.
There are bitches that will not want to buy the clothes that we tried on as if we're dirty. But then you'll go to fucking Macy's and you'll buy a pair of pants that a white bitch bled in, and you'll take the motherfuckers home. So it's like, don't, it's no,
And that's
for real.
partially branding,
No,
right?
no, for real. It's like for real, in a group that I'm in on Facebook for black business owners, a lot of us that sell clothes, bitches will not want to buy our shit because we tried it on. I wash my pussy before I put the clothes on. All of us do. We had that shit on for no more than 10 minutes and we put that shit back on the rack for you to fucking buy it. So it's like, why would you not want to buy my shit because I just had it on in the picture? But you will literally go in Macy's that 50 other bitches and try the shit on.
It's equivalent to thrifting. Like if people feel like they can't buy clothes because somebody's warm, then it's like.
Period. But it's been said to me before where people are like, I don't want to buy it. Did you wear that? Yes, those are the pants I had on. They're size large. Sis. Did you wear not?
I was just gonna say, you know, we're not able to sponsor them like other people. Like
CoolNRE.com. We taking sponsors.
Thank you.
I think it's just how you market it.
That is my real line.
I personally, I support black as a business. Personally, I be feeling like it's quality based. Like, the reason why a lot of these black people do get, or not even to say they do because it's always a handful anyway, but the only reason why a lot of these black curators and people who design clothes and all type of shit, any type of light, is because they have an eye for quality. Like people know how to make things out of good quality. Like I know a lot of people who sell Gilligan's with some shit printed on it and try to say they got quality tees rather than spending an extra $2-3. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really too much to get. If you know, you know. It's not too much to really get your shit done in a sense. You can pay for better quality because it's shit like you go to the shit that's popping in like the V-Loans and Off-Whites. It's not that because of the name. It's not because of the quality of they get. I mean,
not necessarily.
I can show you.
Most of us will buy knockoff Off-White before they buy something actual brand that they know. But most people ain't buying actual. Most black people are not paying for full price real Off-White branded clothes. No, they're not. They're buying knockoffs, and then they'll look down on someone else that has their own.
You absolutely correct. The same way that you go in any smoke shop and see 50 Backwood hoodies and 50 Cookie hoodies. None of these are from Burner or from Backwood Company. But at the same time, it's like when a Burner does put out or a Virgil does put out, it's good quality. It's always good quality.
I don't know.
I think it's marketing too of how you positioning your brand and seeing how all black brands are like you know, because we only have one mic. 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 And then I think the thing about it too, and this goes past clothing and everything. For a lot of other, you say races or whatever, they have coordination with each other, right? We don't have as much coordination. So in every level, to be African American, you have to come exceptional, right? You have to be exceptional, and black people expect you to be exceptional already, right? Already, right? So it's not only the quality, but thinking out of the box, right? Knowing that that's how people think. Now, if that's a problem, well, guess what? This is what the models did on what I wore, but I have a couple more pants than nobody's ever worn. But that's a problem, right? Yeah. Or positioning yourself to be that quality thing, because you already know that. As soon as I come in, I got the locks. There's already stigma, right? There's already stigma. I already know I got to work against that. So you like, I'm a black brand. I got these clothing and stuff. I already know it's a list of all this I got to get over. Feel me? Definitely. So when I step in,
It's something we gotta deal with.
If it's not that, they're complaining about the pricing. And my thing is, sis, if you can camp out for a fucking pair of Jordans that came out 5 years ago, you can pay $70 for this jacket.
I don't mind paying quality for some good quality.
A lot of people,
It's some good quality.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like, in a sense, and I might be a little too passionate when it comes to this, but I feel like as Black people, we always look at each other like no matter how well we do, it's never gonna be enough. I'm gonna speak on behalf of Action. She got some dope ass shit. We have sat at the motherfucking lake for hours and had bitches block us from selling. They did not want us to make no money. Well, it was me. She didn't want me to make no money. However, they've walked past her stuff, and her shit is one of a kind. So you're not gonna find the same rolling tray. You're not gonna find the same ashtray. You're not gonna find the same nothing that she has. It's one that is one of one. And it's like people complain. It's like, what the fuck is the point?
That's worth more.
You said you did
Definitely. Her shit is over there.
I feel like,
Well, position, put them in there so we can see it, right? That's some of this kind of stuff.
Like when she brought up the Jordan situation, but you gotta look at it like this. You said people camping out for them, right?
They are.
Okay, ask yourself this. Could they get some more money for that? If they broke, say I'm broke right now, I got the Yeezys, right? You know what I'm saying? I could be like, I'm about to sell these motherfuckers. I know it's an investment basically for Black people or Black niggas. It's an investment. You think about it.
I feel like if your motherfucking ass can't pay your rent, don't buy them motherfucking shoes. I don't give a damn.
But that wasn't what you
It's gonna come
said.
back around later. It's gonna come back around later.
You can rent it. It's almost like an investment.
I really think it's how you position because I don't have no clothes, right? But I sell clothes all the time. We do fashion shows, right?
People buy
And we'll have the
shit.
fashion show with your line, right? With all your clothes on, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I really love this fit right here is from a line." Where I was telling my boy, he sell weed and shit, and he like, "I want to do a line." We do a fashion show, right? And then people can see what it could look like. Because a lot of times, at least for me, when I'm shopping, it's a lot of shit looking at shoes like them so hard, right? Them could go and you could do hella shit with it. But sometimes I can see something be like, my creativity, what it is. So sometimes people gotta see what quality is. Feel me? People gotta feel it and understand it. Feel me? So just position yourself. Position yourself.
I'm a marketing fucking.
Yeah, position yourself. And know that you're not gonna get everybody. This is what I'm telling my brother right
No,
here.
it's okay. It's okay. What I'm saying is, this is just me being in the group and talking to other Black women who have businesses. Like, I'm okay. My business is okay. But for other people who might be a little discouraged because, people don't want to buy stuff like that, it don't bother me because I feel like, sis, if you're going to buy it, you're going to buy it. If you're not, you're not. But at the end of the day, it's fucked up that Black people that we look at each other like that. Like it's like motherfuckers have thought that I was a scam since I'm a legit business. I have a website. You come to my house and pull up 3 days a week. I got all kind of shit in my house. Like I don't mind. And there's people here that bought for me.
To my people are trustworthy and shit. We just 2 minutes on this.
I ain't wearing none of my shit.
I thought that coat was like my clothes. I was looking at the coat. I was like the coat. I was like, yeah, I might need to holler at you. You know me. I'm like, okay.
No, it's Black owned business though. They're African.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I feel like you determined we move on now.
I feel like you online, you should just market on.
I'm
marketing online. I'm moving.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, right?
Who am I?
Next topic, ain't that a Louis topic?
For sure.
Yes, the
main topic here. Hey, Louis was supposed to introduce this one. You go.
We've been trying to do
All right.
Well, re-evolution.
Louis, who's going?
We asked Louis.
Louis, who's going?
No topic. Come on, Louis. Let's do it.
So, the format, Eugene, are we going with the closing of these down?
We're going with the gene, the one you was talking about, the vaccine and shit, right?
All right, so all right, since you want to get straight down to the course of the meal, this vaccine, they did a trial in 2005 with a couple of trial candidates, and one of the candidates came back and stated that she said they killed God. After she took the vaccine, she's quoted, "They killed God. I can't feel my soul. God is dead. My soul is dead."
That's deep.
So what some scientists had took from that is that they had to go. What they were doing, they're trying to drive gene. They're trying to see through DNA, which is what is called the format 2 gene, which is known to be your God gene, which connects you to your higher power. What this trial had went through, what they're trying to find and locate is where this DNA and who has it, right? Once they can isolate to see who has it, because some people have it, but they don't have as much. If that makes sense.
That makes total sense.
There's they will.
So how we want to break this down? We can break it down 2 ways. We can talk about the vaccine first, or we can talk about the God gene first. Which you want to go into first?
I think we should talk about the God gene first.
We should talk about the God gene. Okay. Is everybody here familiar with the God gene? Is anybody here who don't know what that is?
I really don't. I really don't.
Okay. Right there. So Slap already said it. Your God gene or your God particles, that's your melanin. That's what connect. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's your God particle. That is what make you connected to that higher sources. You know what people call it. You feel me? So yes, that God gene, that melanin, it permeates from your pineal gland. So that's where that shit come from. That's like your Wi-Fi connection to that higher source and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people pineal glands are closed, which is why they don't have that type of spiritual type of consciousness, because their pineal glands are shut. But your God particle or your God essence is like right up in that motherfucker though.
So the whole process, the reason why they had so-called took on this trial is because it was around the 2005. You guys remember that they were going to Eastern countries, and they are most religious, and their will comes from their faith. So what they wanted to do was kill their will and their faith, so they can take over, the oil. So in 2005, when they did the trial. So in 2005, when they did take the trial,
I might got some sweat or a little bit of juice. That's just a little bit of water.
2005, the reason why they're doing it is because they're trying to locate.
We skipped over that
They might not be good with themselves. Why y'all looking like? Cool about that. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Louis, I see my nigga sophisticated. I don't see my nigga Louis, man.
I'm dead.
You thought you a porn star, so you like to see cars and shit. I'm a grown man nigga talking about my car.
All niggas. You said Louis is you had to. It had to be car. Niggas have been like, what? Oh my God!
He said she looks sexy.
And he got the DRP.
Why never done it?
with this motherfucker. I don't know.
It's a little bit of my real thing.
I know. You give me the card. I know.
You never look at the card. That nigga
Only get
card though. I only get my card with the
Body your lips, nigga. This is a sex card.
Fighting the picture.
That nigga a male card. Yeah, escort.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you pass me this phone, that's all I got. That's his Vegas one.
That's his Vegas escort card. That's my name.
What are you doing? You trying to start an OnlyFans. You don't know what you're doing anyway.
And my question is, what does the royal practice do?
Bro.
I'm like, what do you What's going on, man? I'm tired of y'all niggas.
It's different, so you got to know it's different.
They pointed out Louis fighting. They pointed out Louis fighting. Everybody.
I was gonna buy it, bro. I got this. I was gonna buy it, bro. He already got it. I didn't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it.
But I ain't seen, bro. All started.
I know you charge the fees like that. I thought
It's $3. Let's get back to the
It'll depend on where
You are Eric and Maurice.
and how big of a job.
You are Eric or Maurice.
You gotta have some donor stock too.
Stop talking to this nigga right now. Stop focusing.
You know we trying to bust down. Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all.
I'm not gonna look at your picture, but
That's not what the picture
Out here. Getting late night to go this
nigga, I didn't know you got this long, dude. My money is crazy. My money is like, look, it's like 2 years ago.
Change the topic, bro. You know, it's on you, bro. Change the topic. We go. All right, little Pharaoh. All right, bro. Move, take control. Let's go. Let's go to another. Hey, yeah, you see this nigga?
You got whole shit up, bro.
Who got Bob Brown? Who got Bob Brown?
I never knew about this. Hey, get me your business card, bro. Get your business card. You need the details.
Let's get back to the
Y'all got viewers that want to see this shit. I just see your fellas too.
How you got behind though? Man, I put him in the back. I used to do that.
My nigga tired of soccer.
Where you from? Who you talking to? Your nigga. Got no mercy.
know where you from.
Are you from Frisco?
the worst track, bro. Say it's working person. I'm positive.
Well, let's get show. We done?
It's Louis topic, bro.
Stop waiting on this.
Louis gotta take the show. Louis take the show. Y'all take a seat.
Let's take a seat. Let's get this show. Let's get this roll on the show. Let's get this roll on the show.
We can talk about propositions, bro. You got propositions on there?
Proposition in what?
We should talk about propositions. We should know what we're voting for.
All right, let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. We got it right here.
Everybody here, Campbell?
No, everybody cast their vote already.
I'm just saying how you feel about it, bro.
Propositions you heard on the ballot. I can't go.
I'm working on it.
I ain't giving my energy to those demons.
No demon system.
You gotta be righteous with me, man.
Hey,
We gotta unify that conversation.
I'm ready on the post. That's not important.
So, AP, go to the proposition board.
All right.
So we have the proposition. Let's hear that, P.
So as y'all know, y'all already casted y'all vote for him, but we just trying to figure out how y'all feel about it. So the first one I wanted to talk about. We can discuss Proposition 16.
What's that?
What's that?
Unravel the cord.
That was the proposition that they did no commercials about. It said it was to allow diversity as a factor.
Diversity of what?
Y'all gotta close that door. Close the door. Propositions, let's go.
Proposition 16 was to allow diversity as a factor in public employment, education, and contracting decisions.
It's good.
You said it was good?
Well, as far as them letting us make decisions, let's not make
Basically saying like, if you black, I don't gotta hire you.
Oh, no.
Or if you yes for that, you believe that.
I thought I heard.
It was an affirmative action proposition, and it was supposed to be for equal opportunity for everybody. Basically, when you sign an application and you put down whatever sex or race you are, they could take that into account when they accept that. So basically they could look, being that they were saying it was equal opportunity, they wanted to say that companies could now look at their roster and be like, all right, we don't have enough minorities, we don't have enough females, so when we look at applications, we can hire based off of that.
All right, that's racist as fuck.
Yeah, that's a double-edged sword, P.
I mean, that's a bad thing and a good thing, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a bad thing and a good thing.
What's the good thing about it?
What's the pros about it? The pros about it is this, right? It's gonna be able to. A lot of businesses don't have a lot of us there.
Fuck that, bro. Okay, but this is blatant racism.
A lot of us don't apply to them.
That makes sense. But see, the
That's
thing
blatant
about it
racism.
is,
It's basically saying you black, you can't come to the black people. I want you to.
no, but I'm saying, but see,
Black people apply. No, what's that called? This is the thing.
Wait,
The thing about it, it's gonna be a quota, bro. That's why I feel it's gonna be good. Like it's gonna be like this business. You gotta have ten, like
and that's the double-edged
that's
sword.
bad. I'm just saying.
Let me just say this, right? First off, whether they give a law or not, when you put that application in, because you black that, they consider that. They can say we don't consider it, but it's considered, right? And if they say it's a man or a woman, hey, look, we need this a tough guy job, but we not discriminating.
Why are we deciding on the race anyway?
But right.
But like you said, it's a double-edged sword.
That's my whole point.
Let me
That's my whole point.
double-edged
Why
sword.
it's blatant racism?
Because
Why are we deciding anyway what race I am? Why does it matter?
But see, yeah, exactly.
Well, he's saying that because most companies are not as diverse as they should be.
All right,
Meaning you got hella white people, hella Asian. So that's why it would be good because they're understanding that. Okay, now they need something of different ethnicities.
Okay, so let me just say this.
However, you could already have like all the qualifications whatsoever, but you're not going to get the job because they don't have enough of whatever. Say I'm black or whatever, white, whatever, it don't matter. So that's how it can be good, but it can still go against, you know what I mean, if you were qualified but can't get the job because of nothing, motherfucker, You know what I mean?
It's not good.
And me personally, being a business owner, I'm trying to hire the best person. Feel me? So I'm not trying to have them say like, "Oh man, you got to go hire this black person or whatever." I'm coming. I need a carpenter. I'm trying to get the best carpenter. I'm not trying to tell me, well, whatever carpenter you got to get, he got to be Latino or he got to be whatever. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get the best person. And now y'all telling me I got to y'all interfere with my hiring process.
I'm gonna just start this up
dilute my game.
I'm against this shit too, for the simple fact that I respect anybody who builds what they do by their own hands. And I feel like anybody who builds something with their own hands is allowed to be as prejudiced as they want to be with who the fuck they hire with their shit. It's not about get out your motherfucking feelings. That's how I really feel. Like, bruh, I started this shit, right? This revamp shit, bruh, and I put on who the fuck I chose to put on. You feel me? It wasn't about, oh, I ain't got enough of this. Nigga, nah, bruh, fuck all that, bro. It's not about that. It's about putting the person who you feel like is the best qualified for the job.
Exactly.
Fuck all that putting shit on there. Yeah, I'm against that shit. Fuck all that. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah. And I don't even think that's the place of the government to even be telling me anything about that business. You're not even quite feel me, but that's another conversation.
You're falling back on it as a business owner.
Tell me how
I'm saying? You're not falling back on it as the majority of people. So majority of people in California are business owners. You see what I'm saying? Majority of people in are doing their own shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's part of the problem too.
When it does come to that kind of thing, when making decisions, you can't just also think about, I'm a business, so I don't know 3 businesses. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about just
the thing is, bro, it's not, you are kind of thinking this. We're not thinking about people.
I think also
and how they're affected by this law.
I'm gonna understand. Look, I empathize with what you're saying, right? But this is where I come in at. Everybody is responsible for their own life.
Okay,
everybody responsible.
Why y'all saying that? Why we not having a seat in front of the
black business owners thinking that we ain't giving back to the community?
And why we not having a seat in front of the campus?
You went here. We having a fucking dinner giveaway over here, bro. So it is about giving back. You know, but at the same time, it's not about the government forcing me to hire people who I don't feel is qualified for the job because of their gender, because of their ethnicity. It's not about the government forcing me to hire people who I don't feel is qualified for the job because of their gender, because of their ethnicity.
Don't hire. Don't hire.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm against it. Around it.
So it's like me. It's like, like you said, look at the people, right? Me, I'm still people, bro. I'm broke. I don't have hella dough like that, right? But me, the way I think, I'm not trying to be out here going to beg nobody else for a job, bro. I ain't worked in, let me finish. I ain't worked in hella years, bro. I ain't worked in years, bro, because I don't believe in working for nobody but myself. I don't want to work for, so that's why this don't affect me, because I'm not the type of nigga who think, bro, I gotta go beg somebody for a job. I am that type of nigga who try to get it out of the mud, bro.
Hey, same here, bro. Like, I don't think this is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though, bro. When people come to me talking about I don't have a job, people won't hire me. I don't want them to I don't want to give them false hope with my job.
Right.
So I feel like with this kind of thing, it's kind of false hope. So if I hire you just because you black, you know what I'm saying, and you fuck up, I can fire your ass too. But you got it's kind of like motherfucking pestering you for a job. It's like, let me just get this nigga a job. I'm firing him down the line. So that's how I feel this law is in effect. You know what I mean? But you're against it too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm against it, right?
That's why I said
We're all on the same page, basically.
Hey, that's exactly.
What's the next proposition?
What's the next proposition
on it?
That's what I said. It's a good thing just from the simple fact that in some of these businesses and some of these corporations where black people is trying to get the job, they can actually get the job and be able to be in a position.
But it shouldn't be a thing to where I got this job because I'm black and now I gotta try to order as best I can and suck up to this motherfucker because
the nigga he want to hire your ass in the first place.
So I can just do my job and everything I'm comfortable with having this job.
Look, just to be,
you know what I'm saying?
How the fuck you supposed to know how many niggas they got in there?
This job got 2 niggas. I'm finna hurry up and get in there if they get the 5. Like,
hey, I'll tell you what, bro. They know.
I'm saying,
I worked at the job. I was the only nigga at the job, bro. Service West. I was the only nigga there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I work at hella Asians.
I work at hella
but see,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it kind of bring up another one, but for me, I see all that is like handicapping. Feel me? Because really, like how I see it, the truth is, no, that's not him. It's your seat right here.
I feel like he's right. You're trying to pick the best person for the job, and you're disabling motherfuckers that just can get the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, in a larger space, I mean, it's handicapping because
It's like throwing the name
in reality, it's like an evolution going on right now, right? Like all them service jobs is getting taken up by apps. All the manufacturing jobs is somewhere else, right? All the labor jobs is being carried in by other people. A lot of the small businesses is international interests, right? You got to evolve. So if you still worried about a job and still trying to do the job route, it might, feel me, you got to have a job in something or move on and evolve into something else. So
who we talking to? We talking to people that voted for Biden because you voted for Biden, you do not want to advance.
Let's go to the next part.
I'm just saying, like you trying to get niggas jobs and shit. You need to be trying to get these niggas on the next level because the next level is everybody owning shit and having some computers doing some money for you or something.
I mean, everybody has a cell phone. As long as you have a cell phone, bro, there's no way that you cannot become a business owner, bro. As long as you have a cell phone, there's no way you cannot become a business owner, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. Just ownership, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, that's the thing. Like, you know what's funny about a lot of our people, though? What's funny about a lot of our people is like, just be wrong. A lot of our people, they assume two things about each other. We assume that we're Christians and we assume we're Democrats. And not that I say it I don't say like I'm Republican.
Republican Party started with black people first anyway.
Facts. But like I'm saying, I just think more like independently. Like I don't like the whole like democratic idea of handouts and like, oh, we gotta look like nigga. I do like that. I love the struggle. You know why I love the struggle? I love not knowing where my next meal's gonna come from because it keeps me hungry. You feel me? I love that shit, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like a 9 to 5, I get too comfortable. I get bored. I get complacent. I get depressed doing that shit. Every day is exciting to me because I don't know what the fuck finna happen. You feel me?
And not only the news is right in. And not only that, me coming from a situation where somebody having game, like if you have game, then you know all that is dependence. Feel me? All that is dependence, and after that dependence comes control. Feel me? So if you know any of that, if you got any kind of game, you already know that all that government handouts, all that kind of stuff, that's putting you on dependent level. Feel me? And that's why that's why
Trump's black national. That's why Biden policy, he's raising the rates of low paying jobs like McDonald's is gonna get a higher rate, all that. You get the EBTs gonna get a little more money, which we can be reliant on the government.
Yeah, and you still gonna be just as broke as before you got the raise though.
But see, the whole part about it is mentally the government the whole man has been so far ahead of us, right? In making us dependent that we're so dependent on the necessities like housing, like water, like food, right? Like if it busts down right now, they say, oh man, no more gas, no more water, all shit busts down. It's like, damn, how we gonna eat?
I'll tell you what, I'll get homeless, I'm gonna eat.
But in a long stitch of it, like, okay, now what if there's no food, no water, and shit like that for a year and a half, or something maybe like that? Shit start getting bad, right?
Completely for a year.
Hella people gonna starve because they just like, damn, nigga, I never knew the bus down of, feel me, anything really, right? But they got us depending on so much other kind of shit.
Because raising the rates at McDonald's really ain't good. And I'll put it to you like this. If y'all ain't peep, Ice Cube came out with a whole you see this right? Best thing going
for the black community.
Best thing going
homeownership programs. That's gonna have all kinds of shit. So
if Biden or any talking about that shit.
But that's another thing, bro.
He's not talking about
that's another thing. The real game of politics, I feel like a lot of niggas don't understand. Like, it's not really about that. It's about power with niggas.
We need like one mic though. We already got a conversation going.
Yeah, that's the word.
Go ahead, say what you gotta say, bro. You got something to say.
Bro, I was saying, bro. Ice Cube came out.
Come on, bro.
Ice Cube came out with a whole contract. It was called The Contract with Black America. We tried to discuss it on the podcast a few episodes back. It was the best thing going for African Americans. For us as black people, not any other race, not, you feel me?
Yeah,
minorities or African Americans. No other president discussed it. No other president. Biden didn't discuss it. No, nothing. They discussed the LGBT community though. They didn't discuss nothing for us. So raising the prices at McDonald's does nothing for us.
Hey, shut up.
We are still down here. We are still forgotten about at the end of the day.
Right. Now that's what
McDonald's is way
this new
slavery.
plan is, to be down here. Nobody wants you. I mean, basically, if you don't,
And the
plan
craziest
on dancing and you don't plan on owning the business was making over 400,000 a year, then yeah, Biden was the person for you. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to be a business and have this country run like a business, I'm not pro Trump, none of that. But you go with what you know.
The craziest part about it
I said, if you're about your money, you're gonna vote Trump, period. You feel what I mean?
Trump was the only person who
I didn't vote
told
at all.
I think like a business. President.
Trump was the only one who sat down with Ice Cube to have a discussion about that kind of thing. Nobody.
Hey, why this was bad?
They were so mad.
Once we start going viral, I was like, nope.
And motherfuckers and Marcus Garvey when he got his money from the KKK to get the ships to take us back to Africa. So I'm just saying, they gonna always be mad. Anytime you deal with a motherfucker who's supposed to be so-called racist, the roast mace, man, I ain't gonna lie. If you pro-black, then white nationalists and people who say white power have no effect on you because they politics is damn near similar to ours. You get what I'm saying? True shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, they believe in the same shit we believe in. Y'all stay over there, we stay over here. Don't fuck with us. You feel me? But if it's motherfuckers who get caught up in the illusion to conclusion that want to integrate, that's where Martin Luther King came into play. You feel me? So therefore, I say, man, you feel me? At the same time, it was we did more for ourselves back when we was segregated than integrated. You feel me? So I'm not for segregation, but I'm for separation. You feel me? Okay. Y'all stay over there, and we stay over here, and those who want to intermingle in the neutral zone, y'all motherfuckers just stay in the neutral zone. You feel me? I'm just saying. You feel me? But for the most part, man, we as a people never fought for our own. You get what I'm saying? The difference between Africans here and those everywhere around the world is they fought. And they won independence. We never fought and gained anything. You get what I'm saying? We fought, but we never fought for the interest of our own people. You get what I'm saying? So.
Hell yeah, I do.
What? It's crazy because I had a discussion with my mother the other day and
About this topic?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. She was on her tablet watching a little news clip, and I came in there, bullshitting on my shit. I came in there, and I was like, "Oh, what you doing? You watching them confess about cheating?" She was like, "What you mean cheating?" I was like, cheating on the election, on the votes and shit. They was throwing away votes. Man, my mama started tripping on me. Like, she realized, started tripping. Like, man, they ain't cheating. You wasn't out there counting no votes. You didn't go out there and help them. So you shouldn't be saying that. Got all of you for me. So she started tripping so hard. And I'm like, dang, it's crazy. Like, why do black people get so emotional when it comes to this election?
That's just your mama, bro.
No.
These people you can't bang on his mother though, bro. You gotta knock on her door with
it's a lot of people, anybody who voted, right? And whoever pays attention to the news, they are publicized or, you feel me, basically brainwashed to the media. You get what I'm saying? Anything that the media say.
I think it was just this election right here, bro.
If they
because there's so much motherfuckers that wanted to get Trump out, but they couldn't say nothing about his policies. Didn't know what he was for. But there's so many people that was against him because of the social media. You know what I'm saying? Because of the TV. He got the biggest artists going with like public figures talking about Joe Biden. Like I said, when I see Jennifer Aniston say Joe Biden, just talking about like, what's this trying to do for me? I don't even watch Friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's something up. It's something up.
I was like,
yeah, that's the mechanisms though.
Where was all of this emotion when Reagan was president?
I wasn't even around.
Within the black community, this outrage behind this whole election, behind getting Trump out, like it's a real issue. We're talking about, like maybe not us here, but like when you go out and talk to other people, it's a real issue.
We're talking to people that are more advanced in that generation because we have everything we can look at. We can open our phone, literally know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, you can't do that. You can't get on your phone. You read a book, you can know half of what the fuck you think, but I can literally get on my phone and reach to somebody that's in China.
Back then it was
Talk
word
to
of
me.
mouth.
Face
It
to
was always
face.
who
You
you
know what
knew
I'm saying?
that told you the
Yeah.
information.
So history right now is going to be more descriptive
They
than
have
ever.
promotion and shit. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but they have promotion and shit, and like people voted. Like you
promotion just to vote, but not promotion on their positions.
Check this. If you was getting things in the mail,
they still sending the flyers.
If you was getting something in the mail to tell you about your president, because the TVs was black and white, and that's what you listen to. But if you was getting something in the mail, and it said this is what you have to read, this is how you have to vote. Then people you think gonna vote and read that.
Not even
But
that.
back then, when the literacy was so bad, like you know what I'm saying, with people.
Let's think about the
You know what I'm saying?
nationalities.
So
It's a lot of nationalities now that vote. Back then, you think Asians are voting? Mexicans, fresh from the country.
That's why we always hold the torch. Because
Hey, I'm gonna
we
say
fight
this.
for it be for everybody. Really, we be fighting for ourselves, but really it be everybody because it's like they doing it to us. In a second, they gonna do it to you.
We gotta
They
think like this.
testing
We
it
gotta
out
play
on
the
us.
number games when we thinking about a democratic system or society. You get what I'm saying? What's the percentage of Africans here in America?
African Americans or Africans?
I say Africans. You feel me?
Not the same.
I mean, we came.
I'm an Aboriginal, so
I'm just saying we came here from Africa.
Look at
Shit.
I'm an Aboriginal.
I'm from here, bro.
You from here?
Literally.
Okay, that's cool.
From this island.
Fact, I mean, I am too. I go front. I am like I could for
On
sure.
the island, bro. I can show you.
I can for sure. Like my family is Blackfoot. Like my family is from out here for sure. Like they from Arkansas, Little Rock in Louisiana.
Well, look, most of my family came from
Puerto Rico.
I'm gonna tell you this, like, on my mother's side, we were slaves. You feel me? So yeah, we came through. You feel me, Louisiana?
He said what? He said he has no bloodline in Africa. Everything just
Eventually, eventually,
You said you slaves.
But on my dad's side,
You're not changing the fact that you're talking about
The same way his family said that his family originated in Arkansas and Louisiana, mine did too, but before they got to Louisiana, nigga,
I want you
they
to think about that.
keep going, nigga. Keep going.
It's impossible to be here unless you're Indian. Are you Indian?
You want to be real, bro? My is right here. You want to be real, bro? My is right here.
It's all area.
The OX and all that shit.
What was we even talking about?
exactly. That's how you
We're going to try. What's going on? Oh my mom, he's got to try. Hold on. He's got to try.
See, and that's what we got to connect though. That's the next
What proposition we on, AP? What proposition we talking about?
Well, right now we was what we was talking
Come
about.
on, start to move on. What's the next
Bro, we
proposition?
only did one proposition.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
We did like two.
No, we've been talking about two. We talked about two of them.
Okay.
I'll further down.
I know y'all looked over. We might only be able to get a couple of hits in.
They had a proposition like
Bruh, fam, why are you hovering over me? Bruh, play him off me, bro.
He drank.
Bruh, you too close, man. You too close, bruh.
okay. So they
I got you, man.
proposition said damn.
You think I be tripping now? I'm telling you, it be hilarious every time, bro. You said I be tripping. See, you be tripping. I'm like, bro, you just witnessed what I just witnessed? I think this is hilarious. You two niggas. Oh my God. That was funny, bro. Oh my God.
Loves attention.
Hey,
Bro, I'm very low on people. Look at me, I'm doing it for that.
Exactly.
You love that shit out, bro.
I love it, bro. Hey, bro.
don't even know y'all, bro, but I love y'all. Hey, look how much y'all just did for that.
Exactly. I don't want attention.
You know
what? Hold on. Hey.
Next topic. I need to stop too.
I don't need no bitch, but if you need it, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
So we got Proposition 25 replaces cash bail with risk assessment.
Yeah, I don't like
What does that mean?
That means you can't bail out. That means you can't bail out of jail.
So
Depending on your case,
if anybody has been to jail, you know about requesting for an O.
I'm trying to get the fuck out. Free on that bitch. We ain't do
on
that
your
too
own
long.
recognizance.
Yeah.
Shit don't work.
Yeah, they do it sometimes. Nigga, have hope, nigga. Stop doing that. Oh, bitch, have hope, nigga. Have hope, nigga. Shit.
So basically,
Every time I go to jail, all my time.
So you might want to keep the bail then. You might want to keep the bail.
I got a violent case against a police officer, nigga. I'm going to jail.
So instead of it being like cash bonded, like just
it's on risk.
Option, it's going to be basically is this person a flight risk?
Right.
Is this person
it's on your case.
menace to society? Whatever is the criteria. It's going to be an algorithm
That's a regular nigga
that says yes or no.
A regular person does not.
It won't be no bail.
If you think about the pros and cons to any other algorithm, then you trust that.
That's what we should see.
A lot of people don't understand.
That's what we should see though. What happens is bias
It's in the algorithm.
Become in the algorithm.
but we're not gonna see because we don't know who's the president.
Did this proposition pass?
We don't know because we don't know who the president is.
He probably a young white man.
I said,
We don't know who the president is, bro.
And like,
We don't know who the president is.
It's about to get funky. I thought it was.
If it was on Friday the 13th, if it was a Democrat, I'm saying if it was a Democrat, why the white people didn't go crazy?
Alright, so what's this right here?
Bro, you didn't see everybody go crazy?
The Democrats went crazy on the fucking Trump.
Too much money in bail. Bail is the whole industry.
Every Trump supporter got stabbed, bro.
That is the industry, but it's not the industry. It's the government.
What?
And I love it too.
You feel me?
What? The
government gets more money off you being in jail than you bailing out.
But the government
One mic though.
The government,
What are you on right now?
they get more money. They still get
but you
money.
have to get the proposition.
And a lot of people when they bail out and not even get no case, right? So just drop. You just got that bill and you owe the whole bill.
this is my whole point. The government doesn't get, they don't get as much money if you bailing out and you being in jail.
Yeah.
So with this prop pass, yeah, they win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course they want this shit to pass.
I'm like that.
I don't think I vote counts on that prop. I don't really know.
What's this right here?
So the next prop is Proposition 57.
I'm Ray Charles.
Well, it wanted to make changes to Proposition 57. I forget this proposition. It wanted to make change to a Proposition 57 back in 2016. And basically it wanted to change how people were released from prison to quote unquote keep pedophiles in prison.
Yeah,
but they also wanted to have misdemeanors be trialed for certain felonies.
Yep.
And they wanted to start collecting DNA for misdemeanors.
Yep.
Ooh,
that's tricky right there.
You twisted it up. You did good.
Hell and bad thing. Y'all so what's up? What right?
They
didn't wasn't descriptive.
Not one part.
They wouldn't keep the pedophiles in was good.
No, but like okay, that's like
they led with that.
That's like a short part of
what's going on?
We give you this.
So basically, you're just gonna funnel that in as if that's just like a small part, but like it's a whole bunch of other shit that's gonna be affected. That's smaller.
We really just need to know
because a lot of these propositions came about
everything.
Nowhere. That's a little flag because they know people just gonna go for that.
Yeah, exactly.
If they know niggas don't know what it is, you gonna be like,
yeah.
I mean, you gotta know what
I heard that shit.
You gotta know what felonies they are and what charges they are.
24,
trying to
probably
embrace, you know what I'm
24.
saying?
Hell
Because
no.
right now, there's a lot of things that aren't felonies that people are getting paroled for. Like signal lights and shit.
I think that shit. Hold on.
Yeah, that's why
And the thing
democracy
is,
got
it's really slow. It was on the ballot. It wasn't no trick words on the ballot. It was
Publish is 15?
So that means you just aren't reading. They're just going, okay, it sound right. Oh, fiscal impact. Oh, we're gonna lose money. They got the tax higher. They got to do this.
All people hear is tax the rich and to the poor. It's like, well, I'm poor. Shit, let me tax them niggas.
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
It was up today.
It's a boat smell.
It was up.
You just read your messages. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I do like 40 paragraphs and reading this like 12 in the morning. Shit, you ain't gonna keep texting me, bitch.
What's the next topic, bro? Y'all spent y'all time with us? Y'all spent y'all time with us? This is good.
This topic,
I guess so.
you gotta have more. You gotta have more insight into this topic.
It's a little easy topic.
It was cool time. They saying no, they trying to play.
So we got another one. Proposition 18 allows 17-year-olds to vote.
That's cool.
Them niggas don't know what the fuck.
No, that's not cool, bro. Because they easily worried about fucking media. One more year.
You're right. Look, you got a lot of problems.
30-year-old. Nigga, we was doing that at 17.
He's right, bro. Lil Pump got a lot of followers. Hold on, bro. Maybe they should be allowed to vote.
Fuck Lil Pump. Check this out. Hey, check this out.
Why did you vote?
I want to get if you follow that little white. If you follow that little white bitch that's only 16, right? What's her name?
He ain't 16.
The rapper.
With the couch outside?
Lil Pump.
He talking about the cash outside.
Bruh.
Who's
Cash me outside.
Yeah, there was the dreads. No, you got fake dreads.
Why did you?
You're a pedophile.
Why did you say yes?
Wait, you follow somebody young?
If you follow Catch Me Outside, you're a pedophile.
So it's gonna be called the
Straight up, nigga.
I don't follow her at all, but this is
Hey, hold on, let's go. Don't let me go to IG and I see your name.
hold on, he following.
You following me?
I don't follow no celebrity.
I really don't even know what the fuck.
I don't follow no celebrity. I don't even like celebrities.
I really don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
You're a pedophile. You follow. Ain't no excuse.
No, I'm not. I don't follow her.
I don't get on my breath. You think the right phone is
Where the fuck this come from?
Everybody got a young lady nigga like 17 and he got 50-year-olds probably. They pedophiles? What if it's a young funny thing?
Hold on. Can we get to the point? Catch Me Outside girl is not on there telling jokes. She got me show me. She got her ass out. What she still telling you?
Okay. And
How you know? How you know?
Everybody outside, go to IG. Go to IG. Go to Catch Me Outside IG.
But that was not.
And if any of your friends is on her motherfucking followers list, it's a motherfucking
Here we go. Who we talking about?
talking about, bro?
If I gave you IG, you see you like your pictures last year?
I don't know why you brought this proposition with these niggas. What proposition is this? Don't follow me. Baby made a proposition. He bitch that stuff.
Who the fuck say they talking about?
Inside group. I have a question. Again, the question was about 17-year-olds being able to vote. We are now talking about teenagers possibly being
talking about her.
Who the
fuck is what are you talking
I'm trying
about?
to figure out, like, what are we doing? So it's supposed to be about 17-year-olds voting. How are we now talking about voting? Can we get back on topic? Is it possible that we just don't know what this proposition means? Because if we don't know what it means, we're talking about it.
I'm thinking y'all that because he just came out with that. He's only when you private to let that out.
Where we at?
I don't know. Nobody knows. We thought we were choosing for 17-year-olds to vote.
But we can talk about it.
We was
Now
talking
we're
about
talking
voting,
about some
bruh.
girl nobody even knows who she is.
But
Ones
Brock,
who debating on if it's pedophilic to follow her.
That's how y'all feel about 17. Don't put me in. That's how you feel
So my thing is, I was the one about to answer the question. That's the reason why I'm even saying it. Because I haven't even got a chance to respond. I'm not
He lost Y'all know we on camera. Action.
So this is my first time for you. That's why.
How many people who watching this?
That's why.
Answer the question, please. Can we have one mic, please?
So we gonna talk about the proposition or we moving to something?
It's a good proposition. I think that 17-year-olds should be able to vote. I had a voice at 17.
I agree.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you chose.
So I feel like at 17, yes, just like them, I researched, I read things, I asked questions, I inquired on stuff. I didn't just go. I still don't do that at 31. So my thing is, I feel like at 17, I was able to vote at that age.
31?
Yeah, I'm 31.
You look really good for 31.
I personally feel like 1 out of 200 do not matter.
Most
17-year-olds don't even think to wipe their own ass.
Fuck you talking about, listen.
What kind of 17-year-old?
I don't want to go. Hey, peace, Terry. Come on, man.
Let them all shit. They trying to vote for my future?
Fuck out of here.
Or the future of kids I'm planning to have?
17-year-olds only want to take out the garbage for his mama.
Louis, why?
When I was 17, bro, I had my own car. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, I don't even think
I comprehend what we talking about, though.
You one of 100 million.
I mean, no, but let's lay this out, though, bro. At 17. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a year.
Lay this out. Everybody in
I had 2 jobs at 17.
Okay, so
I was fair around it, knowing about.
Would you not want to be able? Would you want to be able to vote? It's 1 year off of 18.
Exactly.
Would I want to?
That's like would you like to smoke when you're.
Also, at that point, at 17, let's be honest. At that point, I knew your vote didn't matter.
Right. What the hell changed from 17 to 18?
Bruh, is it no?
I'm not even at even at 18.
Your vote doesn't matter.
You still not even
at 18. Your vote doesn't matter. Period. You see how he said that electoral vote? That could be 270.
That's fact.
So if what the fuck was my vote for? If it was for the electoral vote.
I agree with you that at 17, your
mind is all over there. But a lot of positions are voted.
Really, your mind isn't even all the way there at 21.
It's not our point. That's why I'm saying it takes cumulative years of living life.
Mid-20s is not a rare thing. So if you're not there at 21, when are you there? When are you gonna be able to vote?
You gotta start living life first. You gotta start, bro. At 17, bro, you ain't.
Accountability. That sounds like accountability.
17,
bro. It might be the best years, bro, but you have not started. How old are you now?
Decision making is better.
You're 28, right? You've lived a good bit of life.
That's fact.
And you still have a big chunk left to live.
Facts.
But in between that bit of life that you have lived, the knowledge that you have accumulated is much greater than it was when you were 17.
And I still think people should not decide my votes.
At 17, I was working.
So,
I was out of high
if
school.
we're on
I was
shirts,
in
like-
college. I can vote.
I mean, like, if they say,
Anybody know what?
I think that's.
Do you know what year you were at 17? What year was it?
Because maybe you were good. But I think a lot.
How old you at 17?
At 17,
2006.
2006.
2006. So who would you vote for? George Bush or Gore?
At that time, I wouldn't have voted for either. The presidential election does not matter. But I'm also someone that pays attention in poli-sci.
Okay,
So
the elections is like the Super Bowl for me.
So you already understood it though. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So at the end of the day, during that time, kids are still in school, still learning that shit. They're still learning political science. So at the end of the day, they still have a higher understanding of what measures are, propositions, the importance of it. But they have a better chance. But they have a better chance of understanding because they're still learning that material.
They learn the material, but they do not understand the politics.
But the adults don't. We're in a room where maybe 5 people still don't know the branches of government.
That's true. That's why I said it takes.
That's probably just apply. What is the 3 branches of government? Niggas gonna say
the branches of government has nothing to do with money, right? Everybody know politics is ran by money.
Okay. One of the reasons why I think that if you're 17, you should vote, because if you're 17, you can vote, you're still in class. Hey, look, if you're 17 and you can vote, you're still in class. Which means that they still have the opportunity to teach you while you're young.
Thank you.
You still have the opportunity to be programmed.
How much
No, that's millennial. They're not talking about Christopher Columbus as being the more founder of the United States.
They're still being programmed.
All right, bro, look. Regardless of what media, where you go to, you're being programmed. All right, it's a program. It's a family program.
Okay, but
no, yes, they are. You know who I am? Join the program.
Do you think everybody? You think everybody walk around bro? You take it. You think everybody walk around woke? You get what I'm saying? Because everybody walk around woke.
What is your definition of woke, G? What's your definition of woke, G?
Your definition of woke is not being persuaded by mass.
So my definition of woke is knowing thyself.
Knowing thyself. Okay, what do you mean by that?
Knowing thyself. You know your inner faults. You understand it. You can grow from it. You know yourself.
Okay.
As long as you know yourself, you'll know the world. That's the secret that I wasn't supposed to give everybody.
That was the secret you wasn't supposed to give everybody?
So if you learn yourself, you will know the world. So let me give you an example. When you have fake bullies, I'm just saying when you have fake bullies growing up, you guys was in the same junior high. That nigga was bummy as fuck. His mama get attacked, he get attacked. Now he talking about the next nigga that was bummy.
So that's being woke to you?
No, it's not. That's not being woke at all. But I'm trying to give you an example. Did you see the example?
Oh, no, you just said being woke is knowing yourself. For me being woke, you know what me being woke is? Knowing my surroundings. That's me being woke. Because I know myself. I'm a react. My surroundings deceiving me, and me knowing that's me being woke. You know what I'm saying? Me knowing that every day that I wake up
is also self-discipline.
Listen, me knowing every day that I wake up, I'm in a self-control, a world that's controlled by people that tells you when to stop, when to go, when to drive, and what lane. Me knowing that's me being a little bit woke. Not me knowing my damn self.
It's a choice. Do you have to stop at stop light?
Bro, can I chime in real quick?
Do you have to? You don't, but you know the effects of it.
You legally do, but that's what kind of training.
What we're missing is the universal law. It doesn't matter. There's universal law. It doesn't matter what. There's a policy.
But we go. No, I'll tell you how we got to do this. I said, at 17, you not know what's going on. And he said something, and I was like, well, do you think everybody's walking around woke? I mean, he said you can keep I said that because you said that they can brainwash you into a school. I said, do you think everybody's walking around woke? You think everybody's walking around like us? But
that is
the majority of people are not woke.
Say that. I'm not that dumb to say no, they're not. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
At this point, they're not woke. So you're gonna help because that's what I was saying. So what proposition are you going to
What I was getting at is, okay, there will be people.
You're saying that 17-year-olds can't vote. I'm saying they can't.
Yeah,
so now I'm saying, at your point right now, that they are woke. Now you're saying no, they're not. So let me know which one you want to stand.
I've been saying that nobody walks around just woke.
Okay.
So 17 is not ready to vote.
No, I didn't say that. That's you get twisted.
They're still on top. We on some whole other vote.
Yeah, but once we get into vote, that's
They can vote because you said
so
that.
we're on top.
You said it'd be taught in school.
In school, you learn what is topic, off topic, what is a non-essential.
Yeah, we were talking in school is different thing.
At home.
This is not essential.
It's how you grow and how you vote, right? Basically, right? Like I'm just saying, not everybody family is woke. Not everybody family.
You're not taught in school.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, your family is your first teacher. Your mom is your first teacher.
You're not taught.
Let's get back on topic. Listen.
It is on topic though. You feel me?
Did you go ahead? Hold on. You didn't think it?
Exactly.
Because you was a little bit woke.
Okay, so now that we established that some people
that's
feel
your
like
decision.
kids should
And
vote,
you're gonna get clearly some. Yeah, 17-year-olds should be
This all
Okay, we need one mic.
Yeah, so we there. We got the yes
We
and
got
no
the yes and
established.
no.
Okay.
Y'all want to do a
It
last
was
version
another.
of yes
It
and
was
no?
another proposition that was asking, should 17-year-olds be able to vote for school board elected officials?
I like that.
Oh, I agree. No.
If they,
We did that. What you
Hold
mean?
on, hold on, hold on.
School board officials.
if they can vote,
No, we did that with
if
the
they can vote and have a voice and a voice.
Wait, we can't hear what he's asking. I think he's asking for clarity on the question.
And I was going to college.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tell him,
If he can have,
we made our shit out of AI and tell him we did our shit with them.
on the voting stand, then therefore,
That's why he did even more
whoever
shit.
sued for the board should be able to do it. They the ones who is affected the most. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, if a 17-year-old want to vote for who's in board, then yeah, they should be able to vote because it's the ones who's affected the most.
Right.
They should the ones have the votes on who is educating them and how they learn and which in the system and that they get.
We did that on basis now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's to a limit.
It did not work, bro.
Because we did that.
We did that
School board?
Yeah,
For our
school board. We
did that.
Because we had Taliban. You actually did this.
I'm trying to hear Dulo.
So you guys got to vote for school board members?
We hired them.
We hired them.
They can't do school board.
So
They definitely can't do presidential.
So school board members are elected through county votes.
We
So how like
It was a charter school.
so exactly.
Our school's a whole
So it's
different
a little
district.
bit different. So what they're saying is you get to go to the ballot and say, I want this person to say where the funding goes for my district. So if they want to close,
We had our own.
right, but that's charter. So I was actual board member of a charter school for my son. So I was able to say no to this person. We can close this class down and stuff like that because I was a part of the board as an adult.
But it has nothing to do with the board. People
But the
voting.
kids.
Right.
That's
So
what
the
it was.
charter is different due to the fact that they're already in, right? It's some kind of preliminary method. And then you say, no, okay, no, we don't want these teachers for that. But the charter still goes under a certain. So
No, the charter, we were doing it for all the way through. And I mean,
but
I know
not for
he's
the whole school district, right?
But the reason why I just say that is because the problems we had is going to be the same problems with the school district.
No, okay, so
So let him unpack the reason why.
Our school is being pushed into a district. Which means our school is fairly
yeah,
new.
'cause I was an actual board member,
All
right?
right. Well, our school is being pushed into a district. Our school is fairly new. Which means there wasn't a lot of rules around our school. You know what I'm saying? There's something that we were able to do that other people weren't able to do in the schools. We were able to go. We're the only school out here to go off our campus for lunch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And come back for our hour. You know what I'm saying? The thing about that, bro, is that your kids will never learn it. And I was just asking when I came in here. I said, you graduated from Bates? Because Bates was a school where it was like, all right, so we had a fucking graffiti class. I personally was the one that made that class. We had a fucking graffiti class. You know what I'm saying? We had we didn't even have math.
We didn't have math.
Nigga, I had math.
You didn't have math. We had math.
And there was so much freedom that, like you said, I didn't have math. You could pick whatever classes you wanted.
Okay, so that's the thing about charter. Charter gets the autonomy to pick certain stuff. So I was able to say, okay, we don't want that curriculum for these certain kids, or we don't want that because I was a part of the board and a part of other committees in the school. So a lot of shit couldn't go past without asking me and a certain other people. But the thing is, with the OUSD or any other school district, you're now saying that every school under this charter and not charter schools, they get this amount of funding. Priority needs to go to these schools. Close these ones. Allocate funding to this in the next certain amount of years. That's what they're saying that students are going to do. So you're not worried just about your school. You're worried about every school in that school district.
Let's sum this up. All right. So, like you said, we're about funding. We're about payments to teachers and shit like that. You know, the raises and all that, right? Let's worry about how our kids are going to take that, right? Would you want your kid? My son, he lies on his report card. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want a kid like that who lies about something who I know is going to continue to lie to me to tell me about how his school is doing because he picked it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want somebody to tell me, yeah, I picked my school and now the classes are the classes I had. I didn't ask for that school. You know what I'm saying? I went through it and I feel like I wouldn't want my kids to go through that.
Okay, so again, it's a little different because they're not going to be the ones saying, okay, this is going here. They're just going to be saying, we want this person to represent our school district. So for just District 5, for instance, this little part of East Oakland, for this little part of East Oakland, not just one particular school that already gets an allocated funding because someone else voted for it. Someone else said that they're going to do this, and then they're going to tell with this, so they're going to say with this funding. But the thing is, so where I'm going back at is the fact that with this funding now, they're going to say, okay, you guys get to do what you want for this. You feel me? You can build what you want with the money that we gave you. But now they're asking, okay, we want you to vote for the bigger picture. Like, okay, for everybody in this district, this person is going to do X, Y, and Z.
And that's the kids voting for it?
17 years old.
17 years old.
So you are,
So they're voting
you're
for
already.
They're
the funding zone. I mean,
no, they're voting for their representatives.
That's what they're at.
They had them in the commercial.
They don't even know the person.
Besides the funding. But the thing is, like, with a school board, it's not just going to be that person that determines it. Like, again, I was a part of one little situation, but for the OUSD, I was a part of where we were able to vote against surplus property. So, like, okay, you sell, you keep this one, lease it for a certain amount of years or whatever, right? So, no matter which way it goes, the school board still can't do what they want because it's not an autonomy. So, no matter which way it goes, even that kid that's voting, they get some say, but they're not going pink walls for this one, no school on this day, no school for the next 3 months. Like, they can't do that.
A kid at that age is going to vote on popular opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to be
Like adults.
Like a no.
Not really. No.
No, that's what adults get.
No, you know why? You know why?
I don't know.
Because he put little dirt on the polls right now next to Kanye, and Kanye actually has a fucking plan.
Well, like
they're gonna
they did
pick
for
up dirt.
Like they did for Biden.
Exactly.
Trump had
They better not pick little dirt.
But listen, you see what I'm saying? Because more 17-year-olds are influenced on little dirt rather than us influenced on college dropout. You know what I'm saying?
Or the ruling,
but this guy actually has something going on.
Way that Kanye was able to get in.
See what I'm saying?
I feel like she got a point though. I feel like adults are as easily conned as teenagers are. I see what she's saying.
So what's so different from adults?
Yeah. Why not really?
Adults are sitting over here.
They are. That's why I said it takes a cumulative of years.
I'll tell you right now,
because democracy can't work unless we are adults. We have adults planning how everybody else's life in the whole America, not just the district and not just the school. They're going for the whole America. They want this person to run over everybody.
See, I don't even believe in that though. What's a 17-year-old's budget?
Can I say
Would you trust
But
them
they're
to
not
plan
voting
their
for
vacation?
But they're not voting for that. And probably I can because there's a bunch of adults that are in debt. There's a bunch of adults that don't have a certain amount of money in their account. There's a bunch of adults that's living paycheck to paycheck. There's a bunch of adults that go bankrupt. So what's the difference with a kid doing the
but
same
this
thing?
is just voting on who wants to be the rep,
It's
right?
dumb shit, and then if you say something, it's their money. Let them do what they want to do. You hate.
So are we treating kids like adults then?
No.
In that instance, I feel like they should have some say.
In that case, what's worse, racism or pedophilia?
pedophilia is about sexual preference and identity.
Treating
That
kids
has
as
nothing
adults.
to do. That has nothing to do with making decisions. At 17, you're able to make some decisions that you would at 9. And 9,
That's a kid. 17-year-old is a kid.
So it's only a question I know. So you gotta start treating him so he can
The question to clarify the proposition to help everybody hear him. To everybody take sides, I just want to clarify the proposition. Does the proposition state that the 17-year-old ballot only counts for only 17-year-olds and they only count, or is the 17-year-olds added?
Added. Right. It's just added.
Okay, if it's just added, then okay. So now you can explain your point of view.
This is school board. This isn't for fucking Congress.
But then so she stands, right? So now that you know that you clarify it with you, that should be if it's just added, do you agree with that?
I don't think the argument is this, bro. The argument is this.
It's not just all 17.
Think of the 17-year-old.
If he can read it.
I said,
think of the 17-year-old.
It's not just the reason why.
Think of the 17-year-old.
I said, I think about your budget.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's fair.
But you let that person play it, let that person go away.
I think it's fair to let an 18-year-old play my big.
I think it's fair that you let that person should be added to the ballot.
They ain't lived enough for life.
Only 17-year-olds. We do that. I'm against that. If 17-year-olds are added to ballots, I am for
But what's so crazy is there are children that get to serve on the school board as like a junior school board members. Like I don't know who's all been to actual school board meetings, but there's actual teenagers that is
They're gonna add them up.
It's a young boy.
But they don't understand how
And they
crazy
actually
you get
make
up.
some type of decision and speak out and advocate for children while they're there.
They're
And
gonna add
it's
them up.
literally happening. So we're saying that kids can't
I work
vote,
for
but they
his budget is less than $1,000. I can't trust you.
I'm speaking to someone who's actually
So I got registered to vote.
So
So
that's
before
why
everybody
I
started
feel
doing
a
registered
little
to vote,
weird.
I was doing that 14
Hey, I ain't said nothing. I ain't said nothing to this whole topic. Can I have my 2 cents in real quick? I'm gonna say my 2 cents. So there's 2 things that I heard that was like interesting. Like one thing I heard was like what you had said. Like I do kind of feel like that. Like they should go through some type of curriculum. Honestly, I don't feel like every adult should vote. So that's how the fuck I really feel. Like
Now we said that more.
You agree on some deal?
I don't really think it's about
17-year-olds voting for the schools.
I don't think. Let me finish my point though, real quick. Let me
I
finish
don't
my
think all
point.
adults should vote.
It's not about age to me. I think it's about.
rights.
I think it's about the measurement of somebody's intelligence, bro. Like that's what it should be based on.
Like
If you exactly, and even if you're 17, there are exceptionally intelligent 17-year-olds who can do that. But yeah, like I'm saying,
But then again, either way, intelligence is developed, right? And then at the same time, intelligence is kind of subjective too, right?
You can't trust a test.
It should be better if
Every time
because there's if you taking the traditional IQ test, you can make up your own time.
That is true.
That's not a goddamn thing.
Remembering and recall. That's the IQ test more about is remembering and recall.
No, I'm not saying taking traditional one
of slavery type.
But you have to push the standards of reality, bro.
Say what?
You have to put your IQ test to the standards of
I
reality.
would just go say, man.
Which means that it's kind of gonna have to be a regular one or something close to it.
You got to be a what?
Either a regular one or something close to it.
I wouldn't say an IQ test. I just say better education.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Now we can
You know I'm gonna tell you why.
because everybody got to be educated. And everybody gets their information from.
No, I'm saying that as far as what you said, how it has to be taken. I'm saying it's a different way you take it.
Put out and they control what you and understanding. Then you know what I'm saying.
All right, real quick, family. So this is what I'm saying. All right, so one thing about school, one big criticism about school. One big criticism about school is the way that male kids are taught. They always say the way male kids are taught in school is not conducted to the way we learn. Because the way male students learn is we learn through experience. We have to get out and do things. So if we measure our...
That's not everybody.
It's biased too, because somebody
I think it's everybody.
You know why I disagree? Hold on, you know why I disagree with that? Because everybody in here tell me everything that they know they got from experience. A nigga will tell you, I know what I know from experience.
But I'm a woman.
That's what you know.
We think we know a lot of stuff that you don't really know. There's something that you think you know, but there's stuff that you know, right?
So if that's the case,
and that stuff you really know, there's only one way.
If that's the case, if we only learn through our mistakes, there's no such thing as game. If we only learn through our mistakes, there's no such thing as game.
No, we don't.
We don't. Because game, you know what game is, right? If I give you some game, I'm giving you something that I went through, which means you went through my mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Which means that if the only way that you learn is when you going through something, you
would have tried crack then. I never said you go through mistakes. You say that like, okay, my daddy was a crackhead, brother. You know why I smoke crack. You ain't got to go through the mistakes and be like, yeah, I still got to go through the mistakes.
But it's
so you said,
okay, I said if you ask any nigga anywhere, they'll say that they learn what they learn based on experience.
Right,
no, based on their experience.
Right. And I said that's not true, right? And you said the only way you can learn is through your experiences, based on what you know. And I said you can learn through other people's experiences. I just told you, because if you go and learn through your experiences, there's no such thing as game.
I think it's in the classroom.
You can say this game.
Everybody is different.
This game.
Let's go. Everybody learned. You get what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, but why? Okay, my experience, right? My experience, right? I grew up around dolphins. A lot of my family's dolphins, right? I never had to do dope. That's me. That's still my experience. I had an experience.
You seen them doing dope.
Exactly. That's still my experience.
You watched them do their mistakes, right?
Exactly. I do too as well too. You're still right. You're still right. That's me learning, but that's still affected me in a way that I can describe it. Like this is what I experienced growing up in this environment. So you're still right. I still see what you're saying, but it's still I feel like it's still my experience because somebody else can be in that same environment and have a totally different experience.
Right. But you can't say it. People.
So that's just like saying people who are stagnated come out different.
And that they show your opinion on the factual reality that you got right now that you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? It phased you. You didn't just shake it off, bro. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because those kids, like they said, you would have tried anything. So it could you gained something from it. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I ain't disagreeing with you.
That's what I'm saying.
But there's a lot of people that don't listen to that game, like that do just go out and like have to learn for their own experience.
So we are talking about a classroom setting,
I'm
right?
gonna tell you what, bro.
But we got different learning. We got different learning capabilities for everybody. So if you're gonna teach something, you gotta teach it for everybody. Right. You can't just go off of what one person do. One person might have to see the shit. Another person might have to hear the shit. Somebody might have to write the shit
down. But that's not true, because like you said, people learn different ways, not just experience. You see what I'm saying, bro? So
it's still an experience, bro.
You say you gotta teach it to everybody the same way.
No, he said you gotta teach everybody in different ways. Listen,
I feel like
they say you learn by listening, you learn by feeling.
He been raising his hand.
Like he said, bro.
Hold on, man. It's like this, man. Like you said, everybody have a different way of learning, right? But at the same time, they should be able to see how that student learn and be able to teach them based and successfully the way that they need to be able to be taught. You feel me?
Everything doesn't work for everybody.
Exactly. Ain't got that shit because the teachers don't get no bread, bro. When they come to work, nigga, they want to check. You feel me? On some real shit. Like I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna teach you right now. If you ain't trying to deal with that shit, you ain't gonna understand what I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Tell them.
I'm not gonna come up on you and be like,
that's what it's trying to get. Listen,
how can I help?
I'm not trying to make you the whole Obama.
That's what it comes from.
No Bill Gates.
Our hood kids are supposed to be teaching us something, bro. The learners.
You got some passionate teachers out here. You got some passionate teachers.
I caught them. They don't lie, bro. They supposed to be teaching us how to teach, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you like these rappers, bro.
I'm teaching every day, bro.
Listen, I don't care how much niggas like these rappers.
It was really on Don though. That was a nigga really had the mic glass. It was really on Don. Who was talking? I was like, it's on you.
Oh, man, I didn't switched up. I done lost my train of thought, but I'm here. I'm listening. Right now, brother.
Nah, but you got some shit to say though, bro. Like,
What's the next topic?
All right, let's move on.
Can I make a topic? I feel like push these people around us in our Bay Area, in And I see like these real public figures, bro, to really promote some real shit. When's the last time? I mean, God does giveaways. Can't knock it. What has Burner done for our community?
It don't even matter. You could do anything to be a public
figure. It does matter. Burner's winning off our culture.
Yeah, you can be a public figure. You gonna do whatever you feel like that shit needs to be done, nigga. All you gotta do is start getting out there and fucking with the shit.
But it matters because we press a line on people so bad that appropriate our culture, bro. And we're not looking at people that are right next to us because they're from where we're from. See what I'm saying? So when the fuck we gonna start pressing Burner? Shit like, no, I'm saying for real. Why do we? Why do we?
I go do my shit. I ain't pressing.
Like I said, bro. Like, nigga, let's get some real shit.
I tell you, I ain't never been a cookie.
Guys, give up. Back. That's
some G shit.
That's some G shit.
Anybody can do that shit though.
Burner got no money. What the fuck you ain't?
It don't even matter if you got nigga. He don't feel like that. Nigga. If you ain't got that shit already, you ain't gonna do nothing.
He's not part of the black community. He really don't care.
But that's
it don't matter if you black community, whatever community, nigga. It don't matter where the fuck y'all go, nigga. I'll give you shit. If I feel like you need something, nigga, and I'm in a position to give it to you, I don't give a fuck what you is, bro. I'll feel more for you, nigga. But I don't give a fuck if you was white, nigga, or whatever, bro. You doing bad, you doing bad. That's that I'm gonna give you something. It may not even be money. I might give you something. Like, hey, bro,
we're talking about people.
What's up the way you thinking? It's like perspective on everything. Remember, you can see shit hella different ways, but until another motherfucker see the same shit you see from this angle, nigga. But you feel me? You won't see it though. You won't understand.
You gotta listen to the motherfucker.
You gotta always take a positive perspective too.
It's hella
people out here, bro.
Well, you gotta always take the negativity with the positivity, and it's the same shit as. It's figuring out something. Like, you can't just go off of what a motherfucker tell you. Like y'all was saying that earlier. You can't tell me shit, nigga. It ain't nothing that I never grew up on that. I've never grew up like that. So I don't give a fuck what you tell me you can't do, nigga. Don't mean I can't do that shit. So I'm trying to put that thing off on you. Like, hey, bro, nigga, I tried that shit. Shit ain't gonna work.
All right. Hey, brother, you gotta go through your own experience.
He gotta learn that on his own.
And that's why when y'all was talking about 17, vote 17 and not, you feel me? It's like the ability to make rational decisions. You ain't thinking rationally. Age ain't got shit to do with it. But if you ain't here with the right shit,
it's gotta be part to it. That's why
it don't, because you got some retarded niggas that's old as fuck. And you got it's the same shit. It's all about how you thinking.
So, but I'm going back to what she had said about there's people that are like celebrities, stars that are not acknowledging people in our community. And when it comes to that, I'm talking about people that are in our community. You know what I'm saying? So you can talk about Beyonce, you know what I mean? But when people in our community ain't acknowledging us, right? You know what I'm saying? There's people winning off our community and appropriating it. G-Eazy, Burner, just people like that.
That's the easiest way. If you want to have an effect on somebody instead of like trying to protest, like hit that pocket. That's the best way to do it.
We gotta. When you start affecting this, I was in the other because like I said, I own.
We gotta move on.
I own 3 progressive businesses.
We gotta move on to the next topic, bro. There's so much stuff we need to talk about, bro.
What else?
There's so much stuff, bro.
What else we got?
That's the last topic. The last topic, bro.
She wanna take a picture. She wanna take a picture. She wanna take a picture.
Yeah, he's not in the picture.
Did y'all know that Oregon is the first? Hey, guess what? Guess what, everybody? A little fun fact. Did y'all know that Oregon is the first state to decriminalize heroin,
crack, and cocaine?
All that shit.
Yeah.
In small amounts, though.
I would imagine niggas.
Small amounts, though.
I would imagine
that nigga read the bill. Yeah. Nigga, you out there saying shit, bro. You going down, nigga.
I'm against it. I'm against it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because niggas taking a run with it.
Yeah, be caught up, nigga, on some dumb shit. Like, bro, I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool. You got $100 for a gram or a half a gram?
Bro, I think it's that thing.
Hold on. What does that include?
So basically,
everything.
Coke, crack,
all the hardcore drugs, only a gram.
All of them.
So no matter what you got,
You just have to have a gram.
Okay, it's less than a gram.
less than a gram?
Anything less than
Anything more than a gram, you going to jail.
Here's my thing.
Anything less
Here's
than a
my thing,
gram,
bro.
$100 fine.
Here's my thing with this,
Got a
bro.
little bit of crack.
I'm against it.
I smoked the rest.
I'm against it, bro, because you don't know what the hell kids, bro. I'm against it because I have kids, bro. Simple as that. A kid will find someone on the ground and eat it.
Crack?
We wasn't legal. Now it's about winning scores. With it being decriminalized out there in Oregon, it ain't gonna be able to buy at the stores. So yeah, once they start putting flavors on crack, man, I'm guessing.
Yeah. He said flavors on crack.
Because anyway, that's what's next.
Did you know that cocaine is less legal than one time?
I'm gonna be like,
They decriminalized it.
the devil comes
Put it
in
on
on
black
y'all.
Okay,
Put this.
So that just means that motherfucker.
50 years later, they go
you know that cocaine.
A lot of
When you start it, it's cocaine that smells like lemons. You know that, right? Cocaine smells like lemons.
I've never snorted
and
cocaine.
strawberries.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, it's called la bajita. It's cocaine that smells like lemon and strawberries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sweating out. We can get out here.
That got all right people like, they got shit with taste. This is nigga and all that shit.
It's the thing.
That's crazy. My bitch called it sear.
You know what I'm saying? So if the cops go on in Oregon, what flavors?
That's how they created Sprite.
Then your kid gonna be like, what's that? Strawberry.
They did do a South Park episode where they pushed the cocaine over the marijuana.
Yeah, and then you know how that's gonna spread.
I mean, that's what I said, bro.
They kind of cracked the fine drum too.
Hey, bro, you know where I'm from, bro.
They brought this shit up to THC levels, niggas with the
But them THC levels don't mean shit.
No. Then they got all different. They got the extracts.
What's the deal?
I want it all too. Right.
Yeah, I like that one. That one right there.
Let me finish my shit.
You can see that shit?
The top one.
Come on, bro. I'm ready.
The top one, right?
Oh, did everybody see the new Warriors jersey?
Yeah. Oakland ones?
It's like an Oakland.
How do y'all feel about that?
Nigga, I fuck with that shit.
They ugly.
They ugly? You don't like it? John, you like the new Oakland?
They cool, nigga. I'm glad they just put the town in that motherfucker. I like the town jersey, the Oakland jersey.
All black.
I love the Warriors. I love the Warriors. I love basketball. But I look at sports as a distraction, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you.
High-paced slave.
Unless you betting,
Yeah, I'll make money
off
for
it.
sure.
You spending money on sports.
I got 10,000 on Sunday, guys.
You know what I'm saying? Wish me luck, unless you really betting on it, you're not gonna do that.
10,000, guys. Wish you luck, guys.
Which it is.
I didn't you guys wish luck. Wish me luck.
Bro, if I get 1,000 people to watch me throw some rubber and throw it in the fucking hoop. Sorry, say that.
I was about to say that energy is
That, all right. So, next time, have y'all ever?
Oh yeah, this, what the fuck? All right, this are you?
So y'all ever watched the movie and y'all seen an actor play a role so well that y'all associated the actor with that role from then on?
Yeah, white man and fucking Lovely Bones.
That's who
I know his name.
It's some actors I don't even like for some shit.
Yes.
You don't even like
You ever seen Lovely Bones? It's the white man. Yes, the white man that kidnapped the girl in the Lovely Bones. I don't give a fuck.
And look
Let
like
me
she got
play.
the Green Goblin or Spider-Man.
Yes, no. He killed that girl.
Hey, fuck that bitch coming The Green Goblin or Spider-Man. I hate that nigga on every movie. He always a demon. The Green Goblin on Spider-Man, I hate that nigga on every movie, bro. He a bitch on every movie.
That's how it
I swear to God.
It came out
Him and Kevin Bacon. I don't like none of them niggas.
He said, "Hey,
Kevin Bacon.
every movie, right?
I hate that nigga nose.
I just saw that. No, he wasn't.
I know what's here. Another thing. I don't know what's big ass music. Like rats or bats. Like, bro. I'm not like this shit.
Crazy. You should have seen Sharknadoes,
Man, hell no.
Sharknado? That was the funniest thing. That shit was hell stupid, bro. That shit was it's so sci-fi. That shit's stupid. It's so sci-fi. It's so stupid.
You might as well say that kind of volcano, nigga.
Any kind of go better than some if you see Sharknado, you're gonna be like, nigga, it's this back and forth. It's back and forth.
I want my money back from watching that shit.
What else did he play?
That little nigga will always be smart guy to me.
Always smart guy.
Always gonna be smart guy. No matter what, bro.
Smart guy?
The little twins, little brother.
You don't fuck with smart guy, bro?
You know what? Steve Urkel is always Steve Urkel. Always.
That's fucked up. He ain't your little white.
No, he's Steve Urkel.
He ain't your little white.
Even when that nigga rap, bro, he's Steve Urkel.
He ain't your little white. That's
I don't care what y'all say, bro.
The nigga from Chris Rock is always the little
I don't
nigga
care
from
what y'all
Chris
say,
Rock.
nigga. Orlando Brown always been a grandkid. Nigga,
I don't get out. The original.
He was wild as fucking every role he had, nigga. It's wild and that's so Raven, nigga. He was wild as a kid with the twins, nigga. For the twins, every show he had. Orlando Brown was always on something. Yeah, nigga, Adderall ain't crack. What else you say? Huh? Yeah, Adderall as a kid, they crack is a dope.
For real, Tyrese and Brandon be Jody, yeah.
Yeah, Tyrese is the only nigga that make you wet and know what it do, girl. He's singing and then it's acting. Not another movie.
Thank you, motherfucker. Sound like
Not another movie.
Alright, so
what's up with Kevin Casey and JoJo? What about them niggas at? What happened to Casey and JoJo? What are niggas at?
Bro, on Twitter, they had a show at church. Shut up, you can't do crazy. How you gonna say that's not come on, bro?
So here's the funny part though. He came through on the security guard's shoulder.
What happened to Cisco?
He came through on his on the security guard's shoulder. Carrying him into the
All right, moving on.
What the fuck is Cisco?
Talking, and I just hear
You gotta type in, if you want to know where Jodeci is, type in Jodeci Tom
I said
Joyner.
Casey and JoJo.
Casey and JoJo.
That's still
Johnson is not
No, second word.
It's still Jodeci.
Same word.
We have
I'm 30. What's going on?
Don't say nothing. I'm older than her.
Type in.
Goddamn.
she goes to shot.
I'm the OG in this motherfucker. Right. I mean, me and Don. Okay, next.
All right, come on, do that shit. Go ahead, fuck. All right.
Okay.
That's not AP to C, my nigga.
I said, hey,
That's what I'm talking, bro.
Type in Jodeci Tom Joyner Show.
That's C, bro.
Coming soon.
It's funny.
So,
Live and direct.
Next time.
so the second part of the second part to this topic
Are you still taking something? Can we bump this?
should an actor play a role?
You got Snoop Dogg on this.
that best fit their character.
Should I ask the role what?
Oh yeah. Let's say about that career. Say again.
So, should an actor play a role based off of their character that they want to be viewed as?
No. What the fuck?
I think so. I think over time you should be doing hella roles. It's kind of like
don't you all see nigga like
your view.
You know the guy that played Hector in every other movie? Can you see him playing something else?
You know what? Who? No.
This is the second part to what we to the question that the first question.
Right.
So this is part 2 to that. So think of all the actors that you said will forever be that role that they played. Do you feel like actors should pick roles based off of
I feel like this
morality or based off of finance?
Happy People was a good movie. So there's some actors that you want to see out of their comfortability.
Him specifically, another serious movie did was right. Shit, Jim Carrey did number 23. That movie was so serious.
That's what I'm saying. So some actors, this one's on the top me. This is actually a fucking prop.
No.
Whoa. I thought this was a prop.
That nigga was anchored way back there, bro.
Welcome to the show.
These
AP topics, by the way. That's why we moved.
I think Denzel did it good. And second row,
Denzel had a few different roles, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was a crazy motherfucker on Shane Day. Then on fire, he was a fire motherfucker.
Denzel was one of them actors.
But I feel like every individual like built up who he was. He built up Denzel.
Yeah. Like
I've never seen him in a comedy.
He based on
Denzel Washington.
He based those roles off of like character.
That nigga went hard on that shit, bro. That was the real shit right there. I felt that whole movie. Fuck all that shit. We got to do it.
Now, like, Denzel Washington had fun moments.
That nigga went hard on that shit, man. It's my
But that kind of fits in with that question you asked about belief.
Like, so what if Denzel would have took a comedy role?
Like, because I
He discretion.
possibly have
Let's put Denzel in Superman.
You know what? I got a question. That'd be funny. He should be a cop.
You can't put Denzel Washington in Superman.
Hey, that means his role would be hella small in that shit. You can't have no big role in that shit.
The closest thing to a funny movie is Denzel Washington is Training Day. That was the funniest role you're gonna see him play.
That shit wasn't funny. I had anxiety that whole movie. I had anxiety that whole movie, nigga. I thought Denzel Washington was gonna turn on me, nigga.
You know who else did that good is Samuel. That nigga got range. Samuel Jackson. He got range, bro. I'm pretty much need to be acting, bro. I don't know range.
Hey, so is Anthony Anderson. He's very underrated, bro. Who? Anthony Anderson. Very underrated, bro.
It's some shit I can't see that.
You don't think he's goofy?
He plays serious roles too. I don't think people are acknowledging it.
I think
he's very underrated.
The wrong roles.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he takes a little bit of
You gotta refresh my shit, bro.
because I think he could have been expanding his career. But right now, the role that he took, he's on top right now. You know, he's a real leader. Kevin Hart.
My bad, bro.
Did y'all see Anthony? Did you see how Anthony had took over?
I got the baddest broad on my Instagram, like my bitches. I'm sorry.
Right now? You like likes? I'm not doing that.
You like likes?
No, did you make in my DMs right
Is that my likes? Is that my likes? That's her?
They took the time out to like that shit.
Yeah.
Respect.
I was like,
Don't let me hate on that right now. Don't let me take what I say.
I heard.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that. I'm saying, like, bro, I'm
You got a baby on. I heard you got a baby.
Identify it, analyze it, to comedy, bro. So,
you the comedy?
so I'm just gonna use that. Not like that, but I'm just gonna use it. I just wanna make sure
Emotion.
I like that everybody here has their own business. That's dope.
Next topic.
I think they're from the same tribe.
Wow, that was a topic?
He said they were.
An action guest submission.
That was a topic.
This one is an action guest submission.
I think what's the name, bro?
And this one says.
Oh, no, it's not a guest submission.
Let's
It's
do
like
it.
a
Go back that thing. Well,
Oh yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, pop that thing.
Pop that
Hey, you like Scotty, bro. Sorry, bro.
So we're
I seen it. I was like, what the fuck is this? How do you niggas know? Look at this.
last I seen,
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was
I gave him a model. I gave him a
black. Yeah, I thought that was black.
Last time I seen him, I gave a nigga a model boat. Smoking short boat. Last time I seen him. So he has 2 kids with him. So I figured he probably work with the boat.
Yeah, I already knew it before you go.
You ate.
It don't matter. Either one of them. See, Joe Keys on.
I seen them a couple years ago. I was passing through down. I was passing through the clubs up here. And I saw that nigga.
who just walks around with a
You gotta get there to pop that thing, bro.
Put this bitch in my shoes right here.
It's told in a pocket.
You got something to pop with?
Is it pork in it?
Yeah.
I know you need it.
That's just tough. You hear me? These niggas don't hear shit.
Look at the corkscrew. That's not pork. Look at that.
Hey, bro, they re-released the Ray Allens. They
It's like
re-released
the
the Ray Allens.
anti-word.
Hey, give me some.
What?
Because I feel like.
This is Ray Allens.
Look, nigga, I'm about to sign out, bro. This episode, we about to adjourn this book. So, yeah, this has been the first official episode in the new spot of Revamp Podcast. You feel me? Revamp headquarters. Shout out Cali Made, bro. Get your Revamp TV hats, bro. You got a matter of fact, bro, since we about to sign out, like I said, I'm Uncle Lion, the Super Felon, since Serious Royale, you feel me? Everybody, you know, man,
The hat.
you sign out Louis B, the Demon Slayer, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we signed out Revamp all the way, man. ABL, man. Cali May, we in this motherfucking man.
Don't forget AMNGE,
AMNG, we in this bitch, man. We just love everybody for showing the love, man. It's black love.
Black shout out the Shankles, you feel me?
Man, the Shankles,
shout out everybody came through, bro.
Man, come on, man. Y'all need to really come shop with us, man.
Man, shout out Dom, bro. Dom back there, man. Shout out my nigga Dom, you feel me? Shout out my nigga Dulo. Shout out, bro. Shout out my nigga. Shout out Good. I don't want to fuck her name. Nah, shout out Nah, you feel me? Get our products, you feel me? Let me show you niggas what we got up in this joint real quick.
So, check out my friend. She's on Instagram. Her store is called Shop Akuanari. It is spelled SHOPAKUANAIRI.com.
And let me just show y'all what we got for y'all right now, real quick. Check this. Hey, Action, you want to talk about your products real quick?
So, I sell a little bit of a lot of things. I'm an artist. So, what you see with the wording that says Smoke Pretty or Goddess, those are leather bound rolling trays, or you can use it for jewelry accessories. Like to hold your jewelry. I make spiritual bags. I also have waist beads and same sticks at the moment. But if you shop at my Etsy, it's Goddesses Smoke Pretty, and it always has something different on there. I make blunt ones. I have T-shirts. Like I have a lot of stuff.
All right, we got oils and smell goods and shit for you. You know what I'm saying? Just for $9, we got shit over here. More oils, Vamp hats. We got clothing brands. Hold on, bro. We gonna shout out We Up real quick. Shout out to We Up real quick. You know what I'm saying? They products, get your We Up products. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Shout out to Black entrepreneurship. You feel me? Support. You feel me?
Hey, let them know how much this going for, because I might just copy one of these myself.
These look like they going for. Let's see.
Give me my sign.
36.
I ain't do my sign out.
Bro.
Thank you, bro. ABLC in this motherfucker. I gotta sign out because people don't want to give me my sign out now all of a sudden. Make sure y'all stay tuned, bro. Next Grind Kitchen battle with C, December 20th. I give you a date. I don't even know who I'm battling yet, but guess what? They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. I guarantee it, bro. You know, stay tuned. You know, in another podcast, you say. Another podcast. When do you want it? Next Saturday? Well, guess what? You got it. You got it because you want it. You know, we're gonna give it to you next Saturday. And guess where we're at? We're still here. You feel me? Next podcast, next weekend. You feel me? Take it easy. More music coming soon. I'm starting to stand up. Next year. We're gonna get into these skits after Thanksgiving. So after this Thanksgiving dinner. Be ready and stay tuned for these revamp skits. You feel me? The best is yet to come.
Hell yeah. And one last thing, real quick. Shit. I'm very bad at this kind of shit. For artists looking for studio time, if you're an artist or a creator looking for studio time, hold on real quick, y'all. If you're an artist or a creator looking for studio time, can I get the cameraman to just come over here as far as you can. Go ahead and check out your studio time. Get booked by our man right here, Devin King, Danny Shako, bro. Or you can holler at AMNGAP, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Come ahead and get your studio time and get your albums and shit right, you feel me? Cali Made Studios, you dig? We officially signing the fuck out. See y'all next week.
We out this bitch.
We gonna do that? This one the credits will come on.
Hey, I come up in with my nigga, y'all go crazy. These bitches all want me because I go get out. I ain't there for a club, bitch, come pay me.